How you doing?
This is going to be kind of odd because we've never done this before. We're going to be setting up some lights and trees for the beginning of our forest. Now, right here where I'm standing, this will be where our main Disney tree sits once it's set up in November. Or it might be October. It depends on when we find the time to set it up. But for now, we're going to be setting up some lights in trees that will be going in different rooms and smaller trees that are easy to work with. Doug, stop peeping in.
I'm trying to find it. Am I supposed to monitor this?
Yes.
Oh, pepper tree, you have such lovely branches. Thanks, Keystone.
Oh my gosh.
Amanda,
We don't have music
little darling,
yet.
thanks for being here. Hi, Zachary. Myers and the Mountain Mama, thank you for being here. And Mike Wheeler. Oh my gosh, thank you, Mike.
We'll do that toward the end.
Yeah.
And Disney Dan, look at that. Look, Disney Dan's in this.
Hey, Dan, hi.
Should he be asleep?
Asleep? No. We're just waking up. He's getting his day started right now.
No. It's 5 o'clock at night here.
Yeah, it
in
said.
London.
Yeah, like I said, he's just getting his day started.
I said, okay.
So how do I chit chat with these people?
That's a good point.
Get your phone.
Where's my phone?
Yeah, and get your phone going, YouTube, and then monitor. We're kind of flying by the seat of our pants here, guys. It's just kind of a brand new kind of thing for us. We've never done it like this before. So just bear with us. We should have some fun. But right now, Arnie's getting the first tree that we're going to start setting up.
Can I do this on the laptop?
You should be able to.
Because that'd be easier to type on.
Yeah, laptop is easier to type.
This is
Oh, it's a balsam hill tree.
This is a Balsam Hill. There, that's a little better. This is a Balsam Hill Sonoma Slim. It is, how tall is it? 7 feet tall.
Yeah, this is a 7-foot tree. It's a slim tree because it's going to have to sit on, well, we have one here. It stands on the left side of the dining room hutch, and a duplicate tree of this flanks the other side.
Yeah.
So the hutch is flanked by 2 trees. We call them the travel trees. Why do we call them the travel trees?
Oh, we call them the travel trees because the ornaments, they're actually travel and experience trees or something like that. We have lots of ornaments that go on these 2 trees that are gifts and tokens from us that we've pulled on from our travels. And other people who have traveled around the world have brought us things, and we've got ornaments from all over. There was one ornament that Arnie's supervisor gave him a few years ago that is a glass ball of the earth. And he handed it to Arnie and says, "Here, I'm giving you the world."
So if you can see this, it really does look like a Christmas. It looks like a real tree. So that's Balsam Hill. We love Balsam Hill trees. Halloween was sacrificed. Christmas has its own life. It took over 2 holidays. It's true.
Yeah, that Doug is responding on a laptop in the room next to us. So
Yeah. So something else that we have the tree in here. We keep the stand in the tree box as well. And we tie the little nuts and bolts and things that hold the tree together to the stand so that we don't lose them. Something else we do. Each strand of lights that goes with each tree, we keep in each box separately. So in this case, this is just a little Ziploc bag. And this tree, you'll see, this one has red lights. Let's see. Yeah, the light behind us is a little hard, so we'll have to stand back a bit and you can see, maybe, I don't know. But there are red lights, and we also have yellow lights.
yeah, because of the nature of where these trees stand, we keep them in the dining room, and because they're in the dining room, we wanted something to represent something that happened in the dining room. So the red and yellow lights represent the red and white wines that are served here.
Yeah.
During our dinners, or when we feel like having a little drink.
Okay, let's go ahead and get started.
Okay.
This tree, like most trees, comes in 3 pieces. This is the top, this is the midsection, and the bottom is right there.
Here we go.
Okay, we'll get this box out of the way. And let's go ahead and get started. Can everyone see the stand?
No.
There we go. Okay.
I can't believe we're getting started with this already.
I know. I cannot believe this either. Okay, so let's go ahead and put in the screw. Make sure it stays firm to the stand.
Do we have an extension cord for the lights?
I'll go get one.
Okay. I'll start.
Yeah.
Fluffing.
Ben's gonna start fluffing the tree. I'll be right back.
It's probably some of the most exciting videos you'll ever be watching ever on YouTube. If you didn't get the sense of sarcasm in my voice, then you haven't listened to me very much. This is, gosh, I can't remember. Doug, how long have we had these trees in the dining room?
I want to say this is
This is like
Fourth
the
year?
fourth year, fifth year.
this is the 4th or 5th year. It should have a date on it.
Are the boxes dated?
I don't think they are. These boxes are not dated.
But there's date all over them, and they got it either on it or around. I
I-
want to say this is probably the 5th year.
I can't remember how old these trees are, but we've been using them for a while. Anytime we've been getting new trees added to the forest, we've been trying to get as nice a tree as we possibly can afford at the time. And sometimes, even if we can't afford it, I kind of like splurge and get it anyway, because I know over time, it'll pay for itself in the amount of usage that it gets, particularly here in the villa.
Yeah, live trees around the Bay Area are not cheap. Even though California has some great forests where the trees are grown, they're still expensive, and trees can cost over $100, and that's not uncommon, especially for the tree sizes that we need and the types of trees that we like.
Now I'm gonna see it there for
That's true. Because we set up as early as we do, we like to do artificial trees. And people say, well, why do you set up so many trees? And we go, well, because we have so many ornaments to display. Doug is from the frame of mind that if we're going to get an ornament, it's going to be displayed. And it doesn't matter how many ornaments we have, they're all going to go up in some form. At some point, we're going to have to experiment with things other than trees, like wreaths and garlands and who knows what.
Yeah, but Ben and I just sit here and we fluff the trees separately, together, doing one level at a time. When you're spreading your branches, you want to make sure that you make the tree as full as possible. That way you don't have any gaps.
Well, you want a certain amount of gaps on some trees to allow for bigger ornaments to hang freely. But this type of tree and the type of ornaments we put on it doesn't really require a lot of gaps. But it does require enough light so it doesn't look like you're jipping your light source. A lot of people will recommend like 100 lights per foot of a standard sized tree. Not us.
And the thing is, it depends on the tree. This tree, for instance, has 600 lights. And while it's a 7-foot tree, it's a very narrow tree. It's very slim.
Mike, you can't see this, but it's from a company called Balsam Hill. And it's BALSAM Hill. They're a company here in California. They make lifelike, and what I mean by lifelike, Christmas trees. The majority of our trees come from this company. So they're fake trees, but they're so lifelike you wouldn't even know that they're fake.
And we're just about done fluffing the first section.
Freedom says, "How fun Christmas trees, miles and miles is saying they're pleasant trees. I love fluffing out Christmas trees." Is Donna? Yes, Donna. There.
Hi, Donna.
Hi, Donna.
Hi, Freedom.
Okay.
Hey, Mama Mouse.
Yeah, Balsam makes really high quality. Yes, Donna. They do make very high quality trees.
It's good enough for Ellen. It's good enough for us.
Little Darling says
Okay.
hello.
Hi, little darling.
Freedom.
Freedom.
Myers and the Mouse, Lucky Minute, Donna, Mike, Zachary.
By the way, everyone in the chat, say hi to Freedom for me. Freedom is
The
a
Lucky
dear
Minute.
friend and has been a friend of mine for, oh my goodness, almost 30 years.
Yeah.
We love Freedom. My mom used to call her the Barefoot Contessa because anywhere she'd go, she'd always throw off her shoes.
I like wearing socks.
Oh man, this is really looking nice now.
You know, we could use an audience here.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the laugh, clap, fake clapping.
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to be in the studio audience here at the villa?
But yeah, this is our thing that we do.
And this is just the first of many trees.
Okay, so we have reached a spot. This particular tree has branches that splay out for the bottom half, and then the top half just has a layer of single branches that stick out from the trunk of the tree itself. So these we tend to go ahead and just pull down somewhat even so it looks almost flat, but then you also kind of alternate the branches so one goes up, one goes down.
Yeah, you don't want to make it look like a skirt.
It doesn't need to look like a shelf.
For this first round of trees, we're using our hands without any type of gloves. Once you get into the wider trees, bigger trees and all,
They're very pokey.
yeah, they can stick you really well. So we've gone out and got batting gloves, baseball batting gloves that we use for when we're working on those particular trees.
Because your hands get chewed up and you do so many of them. And plus your forearms too, because once
Oh
you
my gosh, yeah.
the bigger trees, you're shoving there and you're just getting scratched to death.
And it's a good thing I wear long sleeves to the office every day because I looked like I was working with cats on a regular basis.
What happened to your forehead?
Oh my God. Oh yeah. I've got this red line here on my forehead, guys.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like Harry Potter.
Yeah, I got in a fight with a printer tray in my office on Friday, and the printer tray won. Now, I went to go bend down to go do something, and I didn't realize the printer tray was out over the file cabinet, and I just whacked it really good. And we'll want to do this one off the tree.
Yeah, but you see, this is how tall the tree stands.
Look,
So when it gets this high,
it's on a screenshot.
yeah, it's out of the screenshot. So what we do is we take it off. We can fluff it this standing.
Lucky
and then
Minute
we
says,
take it
yeah, I
off.
wear gardening gloves and a hoodie. Yeah, we've done. We do Under Armour sleeves. You know the just something to put over your forearms because it gets toasty and sweat.
Yeah, when we decorate as early as we do, it is warm. Today's one of the warmer days in the Bay Area. It's going to be probably about 90 degrees here.
Yeah, I'm not happy, but we don't have humidity.
No, that's true.
Donna says pound signed printer tray and injury.
Oh, that's hashtag.
I know, but I like saying pound because it's tic-tac-toe sign.
Yeah.
I don't, I'm old fashioned. I still use a rotary phone.
Yeah, you had a dial installed on your iPhone.
So I have to rotate it to go back around.
It's times like this when we start referring to Doug as Mr. Fredrickson.
Well, my Christmas, the stuff that I like, I like all of this and I'm an enabler of it, but I like super old vintage stuff. like old stuff, 40s, 50s, after World War II, even before. So the older the stuff, the better.
So
Oh,
of course,
I like-
as it gets toward the top of this tree, it starts to look a little thinner, just like a real tree. That's about it. So we can go ahead and take off the top.
Myers and the Mouse said I had a Mickey rotary phone. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, I
Those
remember
are great.
those. I remember it was a big deal when they made them push button.
Let me go get a couple of folding.
Yeah,
chairs.
Johnny, you're the hashtag queen. I didn't get a notification until it told me, thank you, Pam's fam. Hi. But everybody's pretty much still. Yeah, the Mickey Mouse phone that there was out there, that turned to also a push button, which I thought was really cool. But they did have the rotary phone and it had his arm. You just put the receiver on it, and he was this figurine. No, nobody makes phones anymore.
Mickey rotary phone. Yeah. Let's see. Pam's fan. I didn't get the notification until you told me, Mike. Thanks. So, question:
Yeah.
Who is the best at fluffing a tree? Mike. Ben probably wouldn't say so, but I think he does a better job than me. I like the job that Ben does with fluffing trees.
Yeah, I would have to say they all are pretty much perfect, identical, but I think Ben just thinks about it more, pays attention, doesn't do it as fast. Arnie does it exactly the same way, but I think Ben will do the tree. He has the fluffing stamina and
Okay.
The skill set that's necessary.
because as a child,
I have it on my resume.
as a child, whenever they went grocery shopping with their mom, Ben would sit there in the shopping cart. I've heard the story 1,000 times, so I'm going to share it. Ben will, the one who would organize and stack everything and put it like a Tetris. So put things in categories and shapes and sizes and space and put it all together to make sure everything it was just not thrown in and stacked on. And Ben was the organizer of the shopping cart.
So with this particular Christmas here, let me get the lighting a little better.
John Lewis, I always knew you liked Christmas, but putting a tree in September. Oh yeah, you have no idea. It's insane.
Oh, hi, John.
I didn't recognize the James Myers. I could absolutely put in my Christmas tree and stuff, but Kelly won't let me. Yeah, my dad was the same way. It was the day after Thanksgiving, Christmas. You couldn't even talk about it or do it until afterwards. But as you get older and you can have your own life in your own house, you don't have to report or speak to anybody. And since Arnie and I and all of us enable each other's behavior, I'm like, if it's earlier, fine. I could keep a tree up that we could theme it. I could totally do that year round.
Good to have you here, John. Thanks for joining the stream. For those of you in the stream, John and I used to play hockey together. He was on my team.
Oh, John. Hi, John.
Okay.
I remember you.
So now that we're starting to light the tree, there's a special
It's Nightmare
technique.
Before Christmas season. I would have to agree. Good morning, everyone.
There is a special technique that we follow when we do this particular type of tree. You take the branches and you go in, up and down, weaving the lights on the branches, so that as you're going along a layer, one part of the strand of the light goes on top, then on bottom, then on top, then on bottom, kind of like you're weaving a basket. So you just weave the lights into the branches of the tree.
We don't like pre-lit trees because there's never enough light. So if you see these things are extremely well lit. And you're doing a good job of showing it. And it's not crammed. But this is, again, these are going in the dining room. We have two that go in our dining room. And this represents wine. Like just,
Yeah,
it's not a Moulin Rouge tree, but it's close because we put also gold lights in it. So it has a double layer effect.
yeah. So they represent red and white wine.
So
If you'll notice, Arnie and I are just kind of like working without even talking about what we need to do.
well, you've been doing it for 55 years.
But this type of thing creeps Doug out because Arnie and I know how to think and just kind of do instead of having to sit there and discuss it for 10 minutes. Decide, okay, this is how we're going to be doing it.
Disney Buffins?
Oh, Disney Boffins.
Boffins.
Hey!
Oh, sorry.
We have the UK representing us
Um,
today. Hey,
yeah,
thanks
these
for being
are-
here.
These will not actually get turned on. They'll be in place, decorated, but they will actually physically won't be looked at or turned on until actually after Thanksgiving. But everything gets decorated, and these are just going to be fluffed and lit and shoved in that corner. If you're looking at behind the bin, we're going to line up everything, all the trees that we get done, and then we'll start putting them in their little hidey holes for the year. But right now, we're just doing this. Because this takes some time, but once we get the lights on the
Well,
trees,
we usually just decorate on weekends. We do a lot of weekends decorating. During the week, we're just so busy with other things. So we take the weekends to do the trees. And we're losing like 3 to 4 weekends this year because of family commitments. Our nephew's getting wedding. We have a family thing that we have to go to next weekend in Southern California. So we're going to be a little busy. So we had to bump up our decorating schedule to start in September, which is why it's this early. We usually start in October.
but we also want to enjoy it, and we also want to enjoy the season. And because it's so much of it, and we do so many things that I don't want to be crammed and like try to get this all done and not try to bake or cook or try to entertain.
Yeah, you see,
and-
that's something else. A lot of people wait until after Thanksgiving to decorate. We can't because of how much we do. But we'd like to have everything done by Thanksgiving so that we can spend that time afterward, after Thanksgiving, between Thanksgiving and Christmas. We can spend time baking, cooking, having parties, having people over.
Shopping and wrapping.
Yeah,
Okay,
just,
Mike has a question.
yes.
To most Christmas trees being so dense up on the top, how do you weave the lights in and out through the branches?
Okay. In this case, these branches are, if you spread them out in a certain way, they actually make it,
They're like levels.
yeah, they look like a shelf, some series of shelves on the tree. So when you're decorating it, you spread it out, but then you take that shelf and each specific branch that sticks out from the trunk, you then go up and down, over and under, over and under. So it looks like you're weaving the lights on the branches.
Yeah, you're actually weaving and stitching.
And that's
them.
just for this. Once you start getting into branches that are longer, then you take the lights and you go from the inside of the tree, from the trunk, you go up one side of the branch and then back down the other. So you're actually lining two sides of the branch.
Pam, it's not funny. It's actually creepy. Arnie is going the exact speed that Ben needs, so they're not saying anything. That's true. It's very creepy. They just kind of like do it.
Pam said it's creepy.
Yeah. No, I said it's creepy, but
Oh.
Pam says it's funny. I said it's creepy. I've been watching this for, 18 years now. This will be my 18th Christmas watching them decorate. 19th. And they just kind of do it. It's just,
Yeah.
But it just, so Arnie's on the bottom and he's going to be like twirling the tree while Ben does his weaving and stitching.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
really mainly.
So there are four. Did someone ask a question?
No, Mimi Libby, L-M-E-I-N-E.
Oh, MLB destinations?
No,
Oh no, mein Liebe.
My Libby.
Oh,
she's
mein Liebe.
Oh, mein Liebe. Oh, right.
It's German.
Mein Liebe.
I didn't. My German's off. I just know Oktoberfest. Now they put the top on and he's twirling the whole tree around like. Yeah, so what it is that it's in the stand, but it's loose enough where Arnie's just kind of like rotating it. Why?
Oh, Creepy Explorers, thanks for being here. And oh, my wife would love this stream. Thank you.
So yeah,
Great to have you here. Thank you for
I
joining.
think I might do that in place of a lazy Susan underneath the tree, so that's easier to spin. Yeah, you could just tell the person spin, and then they just rotate it a quarter of an inch or a quarter of a tree. Mike, you could decorate your own tree if someone, you talk to them and they can rotate the tree and you could put lights on it because you could definitely feel it. You don't need to see it. Yeah, I want to say this might be our 5th Christmas.
By the way, our stream started a little late because we were talking with Mike earlier.
We'll do show and tell afterwards.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, we're now into the levels that, oh, we're almost there.
Okay.
she is a massive Christmas decorating goon.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh,
Creepy explorers.
creepy, yeah, no, we're definitely we beat at our own drum. So once we get all these in play, all these decorated, then we have to worry about unpacking the ornament.
Yeah, 400 red lights.
Then we're in good shape. Yeah, that's starting to freak out a little bit.
No, it's 400 red lights, 200 yellow lights.
Yeah.
These trees have 600 lights each, and while we do say we like to have more than 100 lights, because these trees are so narrow, if you were to have more than 600 lights, it would actually be too much.
Yeah.
And for us, saying that, that's a big deal.
Mike says, I always do the lights and stuff like that on the Christmas tree. The order it's not so much needs help with that to make sure that there are evenly placed. Oh. What do you put on top of your trees? They are all themed, so
It varies from tree to tree.
It does vary from tree to tree. Some have like a plush toy. Some have typical stars. Some look very vintage.
Some have finials. on
Yeah,
top.
finials. We have a Waterford crystal finial that goes on the crystal tree. It's a giant finial that's all made out of crystal. It's a giant piece of crystal.
Yeah.
And this particular tree has metal poinsettias.
Yeah, this is so we just kind of make it look like they overall, because this dining room also has a lot of poinsettias in it.
Hey, Expedition Great, thanks for joining.
Just
getting on my lunch break. Thank
this
you.
as self-promotion, but I'm holding a massive network stream in 2.5 hours. Could count you guys. And yeah, we're
Who's that?
Creepy Explorer doesn't mean bring 5 or more if you can.
Oh, cool.
Count you guys and
Hold on,
coming in
hold
for
on.
support. We are seeing how our day goes. We'll try to get into some of these streams. There's just so many of them. We have lunch and then
Mike Wheeler's right. The YouTube tree should have the one and only angel of the Disney YouTube community, Donna, on top.
that's already going to happen. That's already a done deal. I've already tried
Donna
to.
Jaworski's going to be on top of the Disney YouTube tree.
Myers and the Mouse.
Okay, go ahead. All right. I'm stringing lights on a tree and I'm
Michael
breaking
Riley, wait, are you really putting up a pictures? Yes, we are.
Yes.
They're getting fluffed and treed. They're going to be decorated in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, we're literally starting. Well, the goal is to get 5 trees up. Or lit and done.
Lit and fluffed. That's going to be the goal today.
fluffed and lit.
Yeah.
Right order.
Yeah.
Fluff and lip. 2 dining room, 2 in the gallery or
And-
Mickey room.
And Mike is asking why. Michael Riley, I'll tell you that.
Why?
We have
Too early. No, it isn't.
we have over 25 trees in our forest.
Go see our video.
And when you decorate the way we do for our forest, it takes time, a lot of time, and we usually only decorate on the weekends. So because of that, our time is limited. We'd like to have everything done by Thanksgiving so that we can have dinner parties and so forth without having to worry about getting Christmas trees decorated.
And plus, these are not in our face. Where the Christmas trees normally go, the one in the window that you see there, and that has the lamp that they're doing the tree in front. That's a ginormous, humongous tree.
It'll be 7.5 feet tall as a physical tree, but then it gets boosted up by about a foot.
Yeah, it's a huge tree. That is where we sit. Doesn't have a lot of or any decorations. These trees go into areas where we don't see throughout the day or the week. So we could put these in places and we don't have to look at them because, why would we put these up when it is too early? I'm totally in agreement about it's too early,
Except Myers and the Mouse says it's never too early for Disney.
but it's
True. It's never too early for them. Look at that. They started Halloween in August.
so Disney does theirs, and I know they're a corporation and they need to capitalize on other people's schedule, but we're creating our own.
Okay, Creepy Explorer says, just trying to get the word out. Not everyone sees my community posts. That's
Yeah.
okay. That's good to know. Cool.
Anything else? Any other questions?
Oh, please. Yeah, definitely. Ask questions. Lots of questions. This tree, well, Ben mentioned that we have travel destination and gifts and things from people that go all over the world. These trees end up having between 300 and 400 ornaments each.
Is it really that many?
It's about that many.
Wow.
So yeah, we have a lot of them. Disney's already started putting icicle lights on the castle.
In Florida?
Yeah.
Wow. Does that impede with the Halloween?
Oh, probably not.
No, I mean, you can't really see it on the castle. They only have like less than a week. It's really crazy how they have to rip down the Halloween and put up Christmas so quickly
Yeah.
because they want it up pretty much by Veterans Day.
Wow.
And that is basically a week and a half.
Michael Riley. Arnie, are you Doug and Ben brothers? No.
No,
Arnie and I are.
Yeah.
Arnie and I, Ben and Arnie are identical
We're
twins.
identical twins.
And then I'm
And
part.
Doug joined the party about 18 years
Yeah, I'm part of the.
Yeah. Thanks for being here. He says, this is so awesome. Oh my gosh, we're just getting started.
Oh, dear Lord, yes.
Oh, no, that's a D&G Explorers line. Yep. Oh, speaking of D&G Explorers,
They're on a cruise ship.
they started on the cruise today.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Pam's fam says, you guys do this so quickly. Well, this is just one tree. We have to do 5 today, so yeah, we do it quickly. How's the speed?
We're doing okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this, like I said, this actually is, and then they're small enough to get shoved away. Disney Buffin's okay. You guys enjoy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, the
Thanks for
Yaya
being here.
Criminals. Okay, when did the Osborne light? When they did the Osborne lights? They always started putting up the lights in the beginning of September, but testing all the lights in August. Actually, that is true. Again, they all, if you look at backstage at Disneyland, they already have all basically the tree already up. Lucky minions.
What's Amy saying? Or Amanda saying?
Have a
Disney
great day.
Brothers.
Disney
Okay,
Boffins.
okay, you guys run, take care. Enjoy
Arnie,
your day.
Does Ben live with you? Actually, Michael, no, Ben does not live here at the villa, which is why when we're on our live streams for PTV Live on Monday nights, Ben is in a different room because that's his place in Oakland.
It's the studio I like to call my bedroom.
And then we have our office in our home in the East Bay in Contra Costa County.
So Arnie and I cohabit together.
Yeah, we cohabitate.
Yeah, we cohabitate together. And we've been cohabitating for 18 years.
Okay, let's see. Hey, Yaya, have you seen any evidence of Christmas trees or anything backstage at Disneyland yet? Just curious, because I know sometimes they get things out like in September and October.
And the Osborne lights, I never got to see. See, the next time, or when we said we were going to make our big Walt Disney World time, I've always gone to Walt Disney World either in the spring or late September or early October. And I vowed the next time I ever go and we do this, I has to be at Christmas time because I've never done Walt Disney World at Christmas time.
I'm looking forward
So I've done Walt Disney World some other times, and I won't do it during the dead of summer. But that's why we're planning on right after Thanksgiving of 2021 for the 50th anniversary. But if we go there early, we go there earlier. I'm not going to say no to a Disney trip, but Walt Disney World trip.
So,
But I want to see how they do it. I never got to see Osborne's or anything.
Hike and Deep, thanks for joining in. That's great to have you here.
And then Yaya says, no, not yet. Believe me, I'm always looking. Yeah, Yaya, so am I. I'm always looking.
Should be singing us Christmas carols. Okay, we would love that. We do have music on, or we put on Hallmark movies that we've watched ad nauseum like 1,000 times. But since copywriting and everything, we can't have any music in the background. But yes, we do get festive
I'd
here.
love to have some music. That'd be great.
There is a great YouTube channel that I was found by a person I followed. He's a celebrity. I don't know if you guys have seen or heard or know of. He was on Big Bang. And so he's was a nemesis, and now he's new Professor Proton. God, what is his name?
Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton. If you guys all know the celebrity Will Wheaton, I followed him. Well, he found a YouTube channel that played old. It was a Kmart loop that they would play at the Kmart stores at the Christmas time. So it was all Kmart music, but all this instrumental of the 1970s or even the late 60s.
I'll share that out on Facebook and on Twitter.
So it's literally the Kmart store music loop that they played in the stores at Christmas time.
1974.
Yeah, 1974. And I think we listened to that thing hundreds of times. So
Charlie, Disney Nerders is here. Thank you for joining.
So that's where
I can deep is asking, how are you boys today? We're actually very warm. You shouldn't have to break a sweat when you're decorating Christmas trees.
Oh, no kidding.
Creepy Explorer, I just gotta go get my daughter. Okay, be right back.
Okay,
Great.
cool, thanks.
Celtic Women Christmas is our tradition when putting up the tree. They have really good music. So Beth Pam's Fam. The Lucky Minute Holiday Magic begins November 8th at Walt Disney World. See, it's that quick.
Yep.
I think Disneyland is exactly the same time. Usually it's the Friday before.
It sounds like a long way away, but believe me,
It's not.
It's actually only about 5 to 6 weeks away.
Yeah.
It's not long.
It really isn't. Again, we can have our, whatever makes us happy. I believe people should do what they do and not listen to other people, because the world is so scary and there's not enough joy and happiness. And if whatever brings people pleasure, let them do it. This is what brings us pleasure. That's why we do it, when we do it, how much we do it. And
Charlie, I hope your stream went well today. We couldn't join in this morning because we were getting things set up for this. It kind of takes time to do this. And then right in the middle of it, we also had a commitment to contact Mike Wheeler to talk with him for a bit. So we did that.
Do you guys have any Christmas traditions besides putting up all the trees? Actually, we do. We have a massive baking thing. We bake like a lot.
Yeah, Doug and I have actually, one year we broke our record. We did 16 different types of cookies in one weekend.
Yeah, in 3 days. We bake a lot. We have various things we particularly do. Decorating, I think, is our main tradition, and we help. And we always like to try to add some other things, but it's we do a lot of tradition-y kind of things. I can't think of anything right now.
ASAP Fishing 1, already putting the tree up.
Well,
This is trees. This is
Tree number
one.
one.
This is
Plural,
one.
more than
We're gonna
one.
be fluffing and lighting 5 trees today.
When I worked in entertainment, we would always call the last week of October and the beginning of November something special. That's cool, Mike. Keystone, thank you. I'm glad you agreed with me.
Okay, great.
That's the red.
Okay, so the red lights are done on the tree. We do those a little more densely than we do the yellow lights.
Mainly because the yellow lights are so bright.
In this case, Ben's gonna have to get up on a chair to make sure that the lights can get onto the top of the tree. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure these lights are working before we start stringing.
Okay.
That's
gotta
one
be
thing-
going to watch the Pats game because.
Always make sure that
Oh, yeah.
someone's watching the Pats game.
No, Michael's League. Yep, it's football time. Mickey's Marionettes go during parties. Yes, because during the last week of Halloween, we're already in Christmas rehearsals. Yes, I mean they are. Disney thinks about Halloween and orders and gets everything done by Easter, and then by right after Easter, the first of summer, right after Memorial, they already know what Christmas is.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Check the
usually
lights.
always 6 months plus before.
So we always check the lights to make sure that they work before stringing them on the tree.
There are a lot of people that will string lights on a tree and then plug it in. I'm going, no, Doesn't work for us.
We light them. Yeah,
We're good.
And then we always have the lights on when we're stringing the lights. That way we can see where they're going on the tree. Now, because we're using two different colors, we turn off the red ones so we can actually see the yellow ones going on so that they're evenly dispersed as we put them on the tree.
S Rose 40 says, a Christmas tree already? Yes. Ben, if you fall, I don't want you to fall.
I'm not gonna fall.
A tree fall. And then if you can see Ben's leg, you can't. Oh no, you can. I'm cursed for 3 months because our house gets infested with pine needles and glitter, and it's everywhere.
Oh, creepy explorers. I always mess up on doing the lights on the tree. Yeah, S Rose 40. Yeah. When you do 25 trees, it takes a lot of time. So we're starting with this one. We're going to do a tree that's identical to this because they flank the hutch in the dining room.
Keep going. This one goes fast.
Yeah, it does.
No, the lights are very important. So that he's actually stringing this like garland. You will see here in a minute because let me see if I can go beep. I'm gonna go up.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
How's the speed?
This is good.
Okay.
So even though the red's not on, he can sit there and visually. 25 trees. Yeah, there is a video in here that if you go back to some more videos, we have a thing of all 25 trees.
Get Dennis? Oh, great.
Yes, my Roomba refuses to pick up the needles. LOL, I feel ya. No, it gets into I will change our sheets in our bed. And then when you look at the bottom where your feet is, it's always on like there's pine needles in their bed.
Okay, you can bring down the camera just a bit.
Beep.
There we go.
No
Oh.
question. Do you guys prefer solid lights or chasers or lights that can be set to different settings? Ours just twinkle randomly. We do everything is very old fashioned. We don't have chasers.
Yeah, but it depends on the tree. Some lights we like to have twinkle, others we don't.
No, everything pretty much stays on solid except a few twinkle lights.
But we don't do chaser lights on the trees.
Previews will looks good, then find out I've missed a massive gap or a massive area, so I ripped out. Oh yeah, it's No, he's putting this on like garland because it blends in when you see the red. And again, the big window in the front of the house makes it, blows out the lights. So you guys can still get in. All 25 trees are in the house. Yes, every
Yes.
single one, and almost every room has more than two.
Yeah.
You have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, and even the bathroom has a tree that is over almost 3 feet tall.
The trees vary in size.
S Rose, no, we are not doing the great light competition at all.
No,
That's
it's very
that's
private.
not what we do. That's usually all exterior lighting and all. We're more out of control inside the house. We figure we spend as much as we do on ornaments and decorations. We want to be able to enjoy them in front of us. We're not going to be sitting in front of our house for 4 hours a night during the winter.
Yeah. Just look at all our past videos, and you can see the living room has 3 giant 9-foot trees in it.
Yeah, I have a playlist on Pepper Tree Villa that shows some of the trees. Just go to PTV Christmas and you'll see them. But yeah, all 25 trees are in the house. They vary in size, but we have trees that are 6 to 7 feet in every room, with the exception of the bathroom, which has about a 4-foot tree.
Yeah, Pam Fan says, yeah, we will do 1 strand that will blink through and out the tree, but the rest.
Yeah, you want to balance the twinkling light because if you have too many on your tree, it can be overwhelming.
Mike Riley, thanks for joining. He's got to go watch the game.
Oh,
No worries.
no, football's a priority to a lot of people this time of year, so enjoy the game.
Our
How many
house,
rooms? We have
our-
3-bedroom, 2 baths.
our house has 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It's a
And then we
fairly
have-
new house,
We are
and
in the living room, dining room combo right now. And then we have a family room and a kitchen. And
a great room, which is the family room and the kitchen. And then, so our house is 3-bedroom, 2-bath, about 1,800 square feet.
But
Surprisingly enough, we can, and it's not junky. Everything is very well put together.
Keystone is asking, when do you have all of them lit up at the same time, or just special occasions? Just special occasions.
Because there's a lot of these trees, there's stuff that I will never see. So they're not all 25 trees are lit all at the same time all day long.
No.
We have probably 1, 2, 3,
We will use
4 that's pretty much on almost every single day for at least
Seven.
4.
Because you got the 3 up in the village above the TV.
That's not usually a normal time.
Oh, really?
I'm talking
we
almost
usually
every
do-
day.
We do 3 in the family room that are,
They're on every day.
yeah, those are 9-foot trees, and those are on every day. And those actually even have different lights themselves. One has has lights that are just red and white. Another tree has just all white. The other tree, which is called the nostalgia tree, that has
Old C7
old C7 lights.
and bubble lights.
And bubble lights too. That's right. That one has bubble lights.
So yeah, it depends on the event, or if we have guests over, or we're doing show and tell. Do we actually have all the trees on at once?
Yeah. But I'll tell you this, if we were to have all the lights on all the trees all the time, we would not need to use our heater.
No.
Oh, it gets warm.
Previous was I only have 4 upstairs and 3 of them in bedrooms and 2 rooms downstairs. Yeah, I mean, we don't have to have as many trees as we have. We just do because we have so many ornaments and we can display them and design them in a certain way.
So we're just about done with this tree. Then we'll start on the second tree. And we started this tree about between 40 and 45 minutes ago.
Have fun at Disneyland, Yaya.
Oh, yeah, awesome.
On Friday.
S Rose 40. I put up.
Yeah, by the way, yeah, we're going to be at Disneyland on Friday. If you're going to be there, just let us know. Send us a direct message on Instagram or Twitter. Maybe we can meet up.
What style of lights do you prefer, the old style or LEDs? We're all about old style. Every single tree we have, except one of the miniature trees, are LED, but they're not really LED. They're more like they're like little pin lights, but because the trees are little miniature trees, that we have those. But every single thing we have is all traditional, old-fashioned lights.
Incandescent lights.
We call them incandescent because this is a personal thing. I don't want to offend. I just absolutely hate LEDs.
And Mike is asking, do you have any lights that have reflectors on them? We do have
We do.
reflectors. We use them sometimes. Sometimes we don't. It just depends on our mood that year.
So there's the white wine, red wine, one of the dining room trees with the lights. Kind of rotated, just kind of twist it one way and then rotate it back and forth. So that is red and gold lights intertwined, and it goes in the dining
And those
room.
lights represent wine.
I mean, at night it's beautiful. Again, this video does no justice. Let me turn off some of these lights so you guys can see it a little bit more of a glow.
Oh, yeah. There, now you can see the glow of the light. A
So
little bit better.
That turned out nice.
Yeah, it's looking really good.
it's evenly spaced. So
that's tree number 1. Tree number 1 is done for lights.
Like a minute. So yeah, that's the gold and red light tree. Some people joke, and I joke it to myself, it could be the 49er tree because
Ew.
I know we have no.
I didn't even put that together, Doug. That's ugh.
Yeah, no, this is the 49er tree. Hey, it was there. Thank you, Donna. It looks beautiful. Thank you, Donna. Yes.
Oh, thanks, Donna.
And thank you for helping out with the stream. So that's one of the.
Oh, thank you, Donna. Thank you so much. Creepy Explorers, yes, we would come and do yours, definitely. Now, see, watch what Ben does. Ben will pick it up,
and goes,
and it just goes right in the corner.
and we're just gonna cram it in the corner.
And we have a grove of trees. See, it just goes right there in the corner. We have a grove.
So that will stay there probably until the middle, right after the wedding we have to go to in October. Or it might go up even sooner. I don't know what we're going to be doing. We'll organize whenever we do. But since we have a lot going on this season, Ely year, we're... and since these go in the dining room and I won't see them, they can get decorated early.
Yeah. Okay, so we do the next one. It's the same thing, same exact tree.
S Rose 40, my favorite ornament is a beach glass snowman made by a coworker of mine. We live on the shore of Lake Erie in Ohio. We have some of those highly cherished ornaments, like very, very sentimental, and it can take you back. It's like, you know that scene in Ratatouille where Anton Ego eats the ratatouille that Remy makes him, and there's that swooshing sound, and it goes like really fast. It's kind of like the teleports you.
And takes him back to his
Takes
childhood.
you back to his childhood when his mom made him ratatouille. We get like that a lot when it comes to our decorating, because we'll touch something and look at it, and all of a sudden it just teleports you into another dimension.
Okay.
So we're on to tree number 2.
Yep.
So do you guys use the same trees every year, or do you buy all new ones?
Oh, dear Lord.
We, because of these are such high quality Creepy Explorers, because they're from Balsam Hill, and we like the look of them, we buy them, and until they literally fall apart, we don't replace them unless they need to be replaced, or we do want to mix it up. But the Disney tree that you'll see in front of the window there, no,
But I just want to make sure that it's going to work.
and it's on an angle.
Okay.
That tree that you will see that got put up was purchased in 2002, and we're still using that tree to this day.
Oh, was he looking at the Disney
No,
It's talking
Creepy
about-
Explorers, you use the same tree every year, and I'm like, we have a tree that we use. That Disney tree was purchased in 2002, right?
Yeah.
So we have a tree that we have been using since 2002.
Yeah. Orchard Supply sold that particular model.
Fair enough. Are all they different styles? Yes. All the trees basically. There's some that are different shapes, but they have a different
Let's go ahead
look.
and just angle this down just a bit so you can see what we're doing there. There we go.
Lucky Minute, my favorite owl is a white owl. Ornament is a white owl, symbols like my grandmother. Yes, I have those, a couple right there. Mike says, are used to have a set of ornaments that spelled out Disney using different Christmas decor, like it was a candlestick. Like the A was a candlestick, the N was a present.
We have those.
We do actually have
Mike,
those.
we have those ornaments.
We have them.
They
They're
always go front and center on the Disney tree. That's usually one of the first things we put up, so
They're
we have the right placement for it.
about 3 inches high, and they're glass.
Yeah, Mike, that's amazing. That's the same set we have.
So they're floating.
I love that set.
Yep.
Doug and I bought that in 2000 and
I think it was also 2002. The letters? I think it was-
2002.
I think
Or
it goes back
2008.
to 2002. It would either, no, 8? You gotta remember, that was a quick trip.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I
We
think it was
did get some
2002.
stuff. It might have been the 8.
Okay, just so you have an idea, the Christmas shop in.
Oh
at the
gosh, Jim says seasons greetings, everyone. Hi, Jim. We love you.
Season's greetings.
time. Hello, Jim.
And
So-
happy pumpkin spice latte season to you too. Oh,
We went when we went in 2002. Doug and I went into the Christmas shop downtown Disney,
I walked in, almost started to hyperventilate, and then quickly came out of the store, went down, sat on a retaining wall just outside the shop, rocked back and forth and said, what am I going to do? What am I going to do?
This is when Disney actually had great merchandise.
Because they had ornaments that I loved everywhere in that store.
They've actually got a lot of good ornaments this year.
This year, just kind of fake it.
They've got a lot of nice ornaments this year. Doug and I and Arnie were getting texts from D&G Explorers yesterday. They were in New York at the Disney store in Times Square, and they were sending us pictures of some of the ornaments that are being released this year that I hadn't seen yet. One of them being a 70th anniversary edition of Mr. Toad, which, oh my gosh, it's so cute.
And then they had that other one from which anniversary for 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
Yeah, the squid on.
55th anniversary.
You saw the giant squid attacking.
65th anniversary.
No, the giant squid was attacking the submarine. Oh gosh, it's cool. I love that one.
Creepiest was my holiday is Halloween, wife's is Christmas. They're all amazing one, and they're all fun.
Christmas is our choice.
Actually, it kind of chose us.
Yes and no.
Well, we've been decorating trees like this. Arnie and I have been decorating trees like this since we were in high school. Our sister bought her first artificial tree, gosh, when? In the mid-'80s?
1989.
It was the mid-'80s.
Yeah.
Because our father, he passed away in 1989. And he always insisted on getting a live tree. If he knew what we were doing with artificial trees now and all that, he'd probably be rolling his eyes, shaking his head.
Haughty derision, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of haughty derision.
I see a lot of Christmas trees people decorate for Halloween. Do you guys do that? We could get like a nice black. They did sell a black a couple of years ago, a year or two ago at Target. That was not too big and it was actually pretty. It was a little shiny for me. I would want it more matte, and we could have put it in the room and put some of our night rubber for Christmas because we have so many ornaments for that. I'm not against that. I've thought about it. It's just I got to find the right black Christmas tree.
Hallmark released a black Christmas wreath this year.
Yeah.
That is already pre-lit with white LED to make it look like stars, and the wreath is designed to hold the 7 Star Wars ornaments that they've released over the past 2 years, and this year they have 2 more ornaments going. It's a collection of 7. And I was fortunate enough to be able to purchase them as they've been coming out. And I'll have that whole collection on the wreath that I've already purchased hanging in my room this year.
Donna says, do you guys use any pre-lit trees? Actually, I want to say in generally no, but we do have 1 4-foot tree, not counting some of the tabletops that we've already lit.
Yeah.
And we just kind of kept the lights on them. So I'm not going to say that they're pre-lit. We made them pre-lit, but there's one we purchased from Balsam Hill that's 4 feet tall. That came pre-lit, and that's the only one we use. That's going to be the YouTube tree
This year.
It's white. It's a beautiful tree. It was the train tree.
Yeah.
But I'm upgrading my train tree because I want to. We actually need to, but so no, we do not do pre-lit trees. That's why a lot of people think we're crazy.
The train tree is actually one of the videos that we have in our archive. Just go to the playlist marked PTV Christmas, and you'll see the train tree listed there. We also have one of the videos is called Morgan's Trees. So you'll see that one.
Yeah, lucky minute. My last real tree was set up and then came out the next morning when it had spiders all over the ceiling. Oh my God, never
Oh,
again.
dear Lord.
That I've actually heard that there was nests in some of these that you wouldn't see. Or when you bought it at the lot or you went and get it and you brought it home and some kind of temperature just let it happen. And then the tree was covered with like ants or
Just
little creepy,
All kinds of critters.
all critters. So these nests, so there are put in the trees. This is nature.
I don't want that kind of decoration on my
I
tree.
have heard it. Their sister lived in Hawaii one Christmas in 1980 or 1981. I think.
80.
1980. Christmas in 1980. She keeps on telling the story. They put, because they didn't have a lot of money, and they just put real candy canes on the tree, sugar and everything. The next morning or a couple days later, the tree was infested with black ants. There were black candy canes, no longer candy canes that were red and white. So you just have to watch because nature will take over.
Always. And nature always wins.
Creepy. I do like the pre-lit trees, just so expensive over here in Britain. Cheapest decent tree I found was a 7-foot pre-lit, cost about £300. Oh yeah, that's very expensive.
That is a spendy tree.
Train tree upgrade. Thank you, Donna. She did # train tree upgrade. I'm excited to find my train tree this year. Do we got the Lego train
Did you get the Lego train station yet?
We hopefully will get it very, very, very soon. But we're getting it. It's on the list. I already told Arnie we're going to be eating rice and beans for a while. I have to have that.
Again, for those of you that have joined the stream in between, what we do is we go ahead and fluff the tree all together, but then we take the top off and light that separately for the first set of lights that we put on. We're going to start with red lights because there are more of them on the tree, and we'll repeat this process that we did on the first tree.
Can you guys keep the light up tree in the corner? Can you guys keep that plugged in? Just keep it on the top. Can you just plug both of them into the one, and then don't plug it into it so they can actually see a tree lit?
Yeah.
And don't plug it into the iHome.
Directly into the wall then.
Yeah, not into the iHome.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep the tree lit in the corner so you guys can see it. Thank you, Donna, again, for toting and promoting. So that's the tree.
Oh, Donna, thank you.
Michael Wheeler choo-choo tree.
Choo-choo tree.
So that's basically what it looks like. It's golden red lights. Yeah, I can't wait to find the train tree, what it's going to be this year.
I like the choo-choo.
We're also going to do a larger grove, which is going to be huge, and it's going to be a lot fuller. So we're getting new trees this year. I just don't know.
We just don't know which ones yet.
Because we're very fussy when it comes to our trees.
Works perfect. Great. So now, again, we're going to start this process again.
These are so pretty.
These top branches are layered out like a shelf. So you weave the lights over and under each row. Ben tucks in the plug and top and then starts the weaving process. And as he's lighting, I take the tree and turn it around. Makes it a lot easier.
Basically, when we do trees, the lighting, it is actually a two-man operation. The reason why is you have to rotate the tree while someone does it. It goes so much faster. Arnie has done trees all by himself while I'm like cooking dinner. It just takes a lot longer. It's just we have to be super efficient. There is a tree that I do all by myself. It's one of the 9-foot trees, but I can't have any help.
But the only help he has is if he asks for a specific color of lights, because for those C7 lights, the strands, he takes all the light bulbs off and then screws in the lights individually every year so that you get just the right number of colored lights in the right spot on the tree. And then he takes some and adds bubble lights to it as well.
Yeah. Mike, you can't see this, but what I'm going to describe to you is a gallon Ziploc bag. You're asking how do we store our lights? And what we do is just gingerly roll up the lights and put it in a Ziploc bag.
In 100.
The 100, this is 100 lights. And then what these do is they all, the air gets put out of them and then they get put in with the Christmas tree. So when we pull out the tree, we have each one of the lights. So that's how we store all of our lights, or with the tree. And then it gets taped up.
I'll be doing a video later on explaining some good tips of storing and doing Christmas trees. So be looking
Disney
for that.
World of Interest. Hey guys, so it has begun. Yes, it has. Happy Sunday.
Chris.
Donna, we've talked about this, but yes, we're really huge. What kind of lights do we use? Are they LED? We're very traditional, very, very traditional. All of our lights are incandescent. We have 0 LED.
No. Plug-in. 0 plug-in LED.
We have 0 plug-in LED, meaning
There are some miniature trees that we have, like my Hallmark miniature tree has LED, but they are battery operated.
but they're little pin decorating.
But there's a reason for that. The plug-in lights, when you have LED and plug-in, they actually strobe very quickly. And Doug, it bothers Doug a lot. He's very susceptible to it, so it can give him a headache.
They vibrate for me. They have a really faint flickering LED. And to me, LED are not Christmas. And so they don't, I'm a very purist when it comes to Christmas. And I love the traditional warm glow of incandescent lights. So every single plug-in tree we have are incandescent.
Trust me, if it were safe and we could do it, we'd have candles.
I would. Do you guys use any old-fashioned bubble lights? Yes, I have so many bubble lights that we do a mantle that has a string of bubble lights that are very, very old-fashioned. And then the nostalgia tree has about 20 or 30 bubble lights throughout it on the 9-foot nostalgia tree.
Our friend Charlie and Scott have a video out there where Charlie is decorating a tree and tree catches on fire. We'll put that out on, I'll share that out on Facebook as well as Twitter, so you can see the comedy he put together. He and Scott did a great video of decorating Christmas trees. A lot of fun. Okay, so
My gazelle, I'm starting to see the turns turn around and to the beat of Gloria Estefan's Turn the Beat Around. Yeah. Donna says I'm singing that too. We use the bubble lights on our house that the glow they give off. We use bubble lights on our house. Oh, that's interesting. I thought they're indoor only.
We have bubble lights on one tree, we call it the nostalgia tree, and we also put them on the mantle.
Pam, if we have the money and the time, and you ever plan on ever going to, she goes, now she wants to go to Brommer's Christmas store that's open 365
I
in
want to
Michigan.
go.
So if we ever want to go to Michigan, or somehow we're in Michigan, I would love to go there. So
Yes.
it's just getting to Michigan from California right now is time and money.
Cam, thank you for joining. Good to have you here.
AJ,
Yumi and Benny, great to see you back in the streams. It's been a while.
AJC Magic,
AJC
hello.
Magic TV,
Who's back in the
Amy, Yumi and Benny. Oh, all right, good to have you here. And Amy, thank you so much for joining. Oh my gosh, this is great.
Okay, everybody. I mean, this is beautiful California. We're gonna turn on the air conditioner unless
It's already on.
It is.
Yeah, you can just lower the temperature.
Please do. I'm sweating like a farm animal.
It's pretty warm here today.
What I'm gonna do is rotate this and put this over here, guys.
Okay, just keep it down to a dull roar. We've got a tower fan and it's very loud, so we want to make sure that you can still hear us talking. So we'll turn it down to a lower setting.
I think it'll be fine.
Oh.
Can you feel it?
Oh, I definitely feel it.
Okay, and
Do you hear a fan in the background at all? Just let us know.
Cargo, hun, hello, crafting queen.
Cargo just joined. Hi.
Cargo in here. Hey, Cargo.
Cargo's eating. My husband sent
Jade
me.
Mason. My husband sent me a link from Creepy Source. Jade, thank you for joining.
Do you do personal tours when you how tree trail is? We do personal get-togethers and parties, and we do have an open house to invited people.
Yeah,
So if we would love some of our community that if you came to California or lived in California, everybody's more than welcome to see it, because it's one of those things that video is going to do no justice to this.
we'll do our best.
So we're going to try to give you a facsimile, but it's one of those kind of like with Star Wars Land. You can see Star Wars Land in video and see it all in its all of its glory, but it's nothing like seeing it in person.
Keystone and Mike, thank you for letting me know that. That's good. They don't hear sound at all. They don't hear the air conditioner. They don't hear the fan.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Fantastic.
gosh,
Oh,
that-
good. It's much
Told you
cooler
guys
right
she
now.
will be here. She loves Christmas. Yeah, please share.
Who loves
Creepy Explorer says, told you guys that she'd be here. She loves Christmas.
Christmas?
Hello, Cargo. What kind of?
Oh, by the way, if any of you have the ability to do this, go ahead and share this out in your social streams on Twitter and on Instagram. Let them know that you're watching our video. We want to just try and pump up as much Christmas spirit as early as possible this year.
I'm sitting back off to the side on the dining room table.
Yeah,
Doug
he's
is
right over
sitting
here.
back, not doing any work. While Arnie is doing all the work, I think Doug should be doing all the work, and Arnie and then no, the Christmas trees are them. I get to do some other things. There's so many.
There's a lot to decorating the villa, and Doug does a lot of the peripherals, including on tops of cabinets, kitchen counters, bathroom.
Lots on top of the cabinets.
I decorate. I do all the
He does the
decoration.
decor. We do the trees. Oh, the village. He puts together a fantastic village above the TV. And that actually, there's a video in the stream about that too. You'll see that in our playlist for PTV Christmas. So definitely check it out.
Oh, Two Oak Peaks. Hi, Danny or Jess or Jenny and Jess. Everybody's saying their pleasantries.
Oh, hey guys.
Hi, Danny.
Cargo, Pam's not very cool. I'm not a football fan. LOL. I'm more into college, if I want to say, if I'm a football fan. It's just the NFL's gotten not cool.
Danny, are you using your sippy cup?
We got to show you what we got. Neener, neener,
Oh my
neener.
gosh, we broke Danny last night during his stream.
But we also got a new sippy cup.
That's right, we did get a sippy cup.
Yeah, we'll do show and tell in a bit. So I'm trying to read all this stuff. Everybody's still saying their Cargo. Arnie and Ben, you're doing great, and Doug is the real greatest spectator over there. It's kind of like we feel there should only be so many cooks in the kitchen. So it's called divide and conquer. So I do what I do. So I would be doing something else that would be productive while they're needing to do something. So I would either be cooking, doing lunch, or so while they're doing something, we're not just, nobody was wasting their time. I'm not using my pound sign sippy cup. Yes, you are. Does it take longer to set up or take them down, Donna? It's way longer to put them up.
Takes far longer to put up.
We could take down trees a lot quicker than and even pack them up beautifully.
Every focus, everything can be done in about 4 or 5 days.
For taking it down.
If we do like every single day, like crazy, between 4 to 5 people, but Arnie and I could do it in a couple of weeks, and that's not every single day.
But
I could do
decorating,
exactly what you're doing, Doug. Jess should be around singing Christmas carols to Danny. Can we decorate your car and not the Christmas tree? It's too early to talk about Christmas.
who's saying that?
Zachary.
Yeah, I understand. But when you have as much as we have to do, we need to get the jump on.
We want to do it so we're not killing ourselves because we
Yeah.
actually want to have a life. So
Yeah,
because it's fun.
Besides, when it comes time for Thanksgiving, by the time all the decorating is done, that leaves us time to do cooking, baking, shopping, enjoying time with parties and friends.
And this year, vlogging.
Yes, get ready for Vlogmas.
Cargo saying, I want to hire you guys to put up my tree, LOL. I have to bribe kids to do it. No, you don't have to bribe them. I mean, these guys, there is not enough trees out there that would get them tired of decorating.
Jay's saying, I want my Christmas tree up.
Jade Mason.
Never too early for Christmas. Amen, Jade.
I think the world right now is so scary, and do whatever it makes you happy. Do what you need to do.
Actually,
And
you know, it's funny because last year we actually read about
People who
psychological
decorate.
studies people who decorate early for Christmas generally tend to be happier and healthier.
Well, they're saying if you decorate, period, and who put up their decorations earlier than normal are more happier. I have to say that.
I would agree with that. I'm a generally happy person.
Donna, if we were in Florida, I would, believe me, we would come decorate your house in October.
Yeah, I know. There's this whole thing that we live on a giant continent.
If we were there in Florida, believe me, we would be there.
It's not necessarily. It's a little bit of a time factor that we always have to have. I would love to meet you all and go to Florida very soon. It's a little of both, a little time, but mostly, a little money too.
Fam says, my hubby will refuse to let me put up the tree before Halloween or Thanksgiving. We usually put it up on Black Friday.
That's that used to be always ours for years until we bought our own house, and it's our own life. We don't have to report or live our life for anybody else.
We got the house.
So
we bought the villa in 2008. That first year we bought the house, it was in November, and we barely had the carpet here in the living room. And I said, I need a Christmas tree. So I put up a Christmas tree in December. Ben helped me with it. And that was the only tree that was in the house that year, because we still had to finish remodeling everything that we did in the villa. Finally, in February of 2009, we were done. And during the year, Doug and I talked, and I said, I'd like to have a tree in every room of the house. And he didn't have a problem with that. And it has just grown from there.
Let's take that on a life of its own.
Well, it helps with the relationship. I know people's spouses and their partners. They all have strong conventions and traditions. Well, Arnie and I are exactly the same, so we enable each other's behavior. So I'm like, so when you want to do it, let's do it.
Can we do a little chat check here? Mike Wheeler, another question. Do you spray or use any type of fragrance that smells like pine in the villa?
We are always experimenting and trying, and I don't know if you guys know of essential oils from like a company called doTERRA. I was just introduced to them last year. They have a diffuser, and I guess they have some oils that are an extract of like a real Christmas tree. Some of these Christmas tree smells that you get that people smell on, or they're like incense, they're actually they smell like soap. So I'm always looking to get the smell of real pine without having the tree so it doesn't dry out and catch on fire. So we're always I always think about it, and now that these essential oils are getting so good with a diffuser, we're gonna start experimenting with that.
Cargo, thank you for joining. She has to go back. She has to go bake some cookies. She'll check in when she can.
Okay. Thanks, Cargo.
And then-
Good to see you.
Jim, More Sunshine, please says, last year we put up our tree the day after Halloween. Happy with doing that again.
Go for it.
Fantastic. Jim, please send us pictures. Let us know how it's going with that. We'd love to see it. RVing to Disney. Yes, we're doing Christmas tree prepping. We love it. And Rachel Susag, who is Rob Fuzz's biggest fan, is saying, is this the Mickey room? No. We're actually in the living room. There's more room in the living room for trees. So we've got this going.
But we will be lighting a couple trees that will be going into the Mickey room.
Yes.
That'll happen later after this one is done.
Do you decorate the whole house? Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. And the outside, you would be very surprised. We just put a simple
One strand of light.
one strand of lights all around the eaves. They're C9s. They all twinkle. So our house looks like a gingerbread house. We painted it colors of browns that are close to colors of chocolate or the color of gingerbread. So when you see lights on it, they look like candy.
Yeah.
And it's very basic. We put some light up little pictures in the window. But if you look at our house outside, you would not know until you saw the inside.
Okay, and Mike Wheeler's stating, when my friend moved here from Anchorage, he thought Floridians decorated palm trees for Christmas.
That's actually kind of cute.
Pam Fan, I usually burn pine scented candles, but they do have that soap smell to them. We'll have to look for the diffusers. Yes, there are different, essential oil companies, but I know a lot of people in with the doTERRA, and they sent me one, and it does smell. It doesn't smell like soap.
Amanda, she likes to do peppermint oil and then cinnamon with orange oil.
Yeah, that's very,
That sounds nice. I like that. Let's see, what else was there?
Irving, did you buy a car freshener thing?
Pine scented candles,
To me, it smells like cleaners.
but they have soap smell to them.
Two Real Greeks want us to do a Halloween tree in honor of us. If I can find a nice black tree, it will happen.
Yeah, we do have a lot of ornaments from Nightmare Before Christmas.
And the Haunted Mansion, it would be, we could put pumpkins and it can look really nice. I just have to find a really good black tree. And I know they did sell them, but it looked really cheap and it would look too shiny.
Donna says, I love twinkle lights.
I'm a
now,
huge twinkle light
We
person.
love twinkle lights. Donna, you're going to love our crystal tree. We actually do twinkle lights on the crystal tree, but then the crystal tree also rotates. So it reflects the light off of the crystal ornaments. And then as the branches turn around, the lights twinkle just because they go behind, and then you can see the lights again. So it looks like it's always twinkling.
Mike
really
Wheeler,
pretty.
here's a little hack with the essential oils. Yes, you put a little drops on them. You can put them in your heater or your return vent, or you put it in the vent itself on that big vent. I've heard about that. Zachary, Doug, let Arnie know. I've already have my stream scheduled tomorrow night and the following Monday, 30th. Okay, great.
Thank you, Zach.
I didn't know you lived in Alaska. I lived there for more 10 years. 3 in Nome and 6.5 in North Pole by Fairbanks. That's amazing. We have
Donna,
a
how
lot.
did you survive the cold in Nome? And in North Pole, wow.
Donna says, "Oh my God, that sounds amazing, Arnie." I don't know what you said.
I'm talking about the crystal tree.
The crystal tree is.
That will come in November. We'll be decorating that one in November, so you'll have to watch that stream for sure.
Yeah, that goes immediately. That's one of the last trees that go up. That tree is so elegant and so much silver and glass and crystal. It looks like a Swarovski store at Disneyland. Do it 30 minutes an hour for putting guests to have the whole thing how it smells. That's cool.
Oh gosh, that's a good idea, Mike.
What's that?
Putting oil on a rag, putting it in the vent of the air conditioner, whatever.
Ooh. Just
And
to
you
get the
do it
waft.
about half an hour before guests arrive, so they can smell it when they walk in.
Donna, did you ever see Santa Claus when you lived in the North Pole? That was Zachary. I'm sure Donna did because Donna's an angel, so she has direct access to Santa Claus.
She does. Donna has direct access to Santa. So everyone behave in the stream.
So
Donna has
now we
access
just
to all the
finished.
things.
Now they just finished the red lights. So if you see that tree in the bottom back corner, that tree. Now they're doing the. So cold there. They didn't cancel school until the actual temperature before wind chill went 50 below. Well, yeah, you would actually freeze to death.
We need to angle the camera up a little bit so people.
Yeah, definitely.
Me.
Let's do that.
There we
So
go.
There we go. We can see that now. There's Ben. Wave hi.
In all my chubbiness. Hi.
Cameras just are not flattering.
No.
RVing to Disney, I need to break out my Halloween decorations. It's true. How many lights to go on each tree get usually worked? Usually go work lights, the better. The more lights, the better, yes. This tree will have how many strings?
This is 600 lights on each of these trees.
If you can believe it has 600 lights.
And we would have more on this, except that it'd be too many lights on these trees.
You actually can't have too many lights.
This
to be
is the
honest.
maximum. One year I was celebrating the 50th anniversary of Disneyland. I bought a whole set of lights. They were gold. They actually looked like gold. And when I did it, that tree ended up having 3,000 lights on it.
3,100.
And there were so many lights, it actually kept the living room warm all winter. We did not need, the whole Christmas season, we did not need to turn on the heater.
RVNG Disney says, but now I'm thinking I need to decorate for Christmas. Mike Wheeler says, Ben, you're not chubby to me. You're runway ready. You're really laying it on thick, are you, Mike? Yeah, actually, yes, I did, Zachary. There was a place in North Pole, Alaska called Santa's House where you can actually see Santa every day.
Oh, that's cool.
She knew Santa. I knew it.
I know. LOL, we have a 6-foot tree, and last year it had 1,000 lights. That's true.
Our 6-foot tree on the Disney tree holds 2,000 lights.
Yeah, ours.
No, that's not a 6-foot tree. That's a 7.5-foot tree.
Oh, that's right.
But still, it's
2,000 lights.
It's still 2,000 lights, yeah.
lucky,
And 1,000
the
ornaments.
lucky minute RVing so that we wreaths or flags or transition from Halloween to Christmas. Super easy because of the Christmas. So now they're putting on the white wine lights or the gold lights,
The Chardonnay.
the Chardonnay lights.
This is the Pinot Noir and Chardonnay edition.
Kind of a nod to California Adventure, the wine country area.
But they look very elegant. When you see the dining room wall, you'll see why we chose these colors. So each tree takes about 40 minutes. Actually, no, some are a
light.
little bit.
It's a light. This one does.
This one from Fluff the Light is about 40 minutes.
Yeah, about 44 minutes.
The Disney tree, if you count all the hours from lighting to putting the ornaments on, not taking the ornaments out, but putting the ornaments on could take up to 12 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's actually after we've already unboxed all the
Yes.
ornaments.
So that tree is very, 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 very labor intensive.
Now we'll take you through one of the trees. Let me go ahead and bring down this again. Okay. There we go. Now, we will be going through the process of unboxing and staging ornaments as well. We'll show you that at some point in another stream. That's not going to be today, but each tree has specific totes designated to the tree. So we could go out and we could say, okay, go grab tote D2, and we'll know what's in that tote.
Donna is asking the question that's been asked, I don't know how many thousands of times. Do you need special electrical circuits or breakers, boxes on your house for all the lights? Actually, we did talk to an electrician. These do not drain that much lights that you would normally do, but are surprisingly enough, because not all trees are on all at the same time, our power bill is not that much more. It goes up a little bit, but
So,
it's not enough to not want to do this.
But that's also the nature of this time of year because you need more light in December because
Yeah.
it's getting dark.
yeah, Danny wants my hey hey shirt.
Yeah. So our power
Or
bill
Danny-
actually doesn't go up and on. And I also tell people, because this is something we love and we enjoy so much, that if it was a money situation, then we shouldn't be doing it in the first place.
Yeah.
So this is what we want to allocate our time and our energy and our money, and really heating our house, and with the Christmas lights and baking, our house is no different than in the summer using air conditioning all the time. So I consider our house in winter for 2 months to be 3 or 4 months of summer
Yeah.
with the air on, because the air conditioner takes so much energy and power to cool the house that our Christmas decorations don't. But we've already consulted with electricians, and these don't use that much electricity. The hey shirts. I'll be into Disney. I'll be in Disneyland in December. Will you be visiting December Pepper Tree Villa? We would love to, but our time is very, very hard.
Christmas season is extremely short this year because of Thanksgiving being on the 28th.
Yeah, Thanksgiving's very, very late this year.
Oh,
So
now when are you going in December, RVing? Is it going to be between Christmas and New Year's, or is it before Christmas?
my lights in Oklahoma made my electrical bill go up an extra 30%, but it's so worth it. I don't know. Does our power bill probably goes up about 30% than normal if we
yeah.
never turned on anything?
For the electrical, yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, but again, Donna, it is so worth it. This is, what we cherish and enjoy. So this is what we want to spend our money on. So it really isn't bad.
Danny, he asked if we're using LED lights. No, these are incandescent. Almost all the lights we use are incandescent. The only ones that we use that are LED are battery operated, so they don't flicker or strobe. It bothers Doug here.
And it's not Christmassy for me.
Yeah, it ruins his sense of well-being.
Yeah, I don't know. The LED lights, they're bright. Yes, it's a whole energy saving thing, but we don't have these on every day.
There
They're
was one year that Arnie did buy a set of LED lights.
and it drove me nuts.
Well, they were pulsing, but they also acted like laser beams on
Yeah.
the very edge of the light. When you turn the tree on to rotate, it would be like little laser beams were shooting all over the room.
It's true.
They're weird. They're getting better. They're getting warmer, but they still flicker. There's a faint flicker because that's the nature of them because they pulsate. There's a pulsing of it, and it's really weird. Donna, me
Christy's
too,
Corner,
Doug.
thanks for joining.
I wouldn't like having any other way. I really love my Christmas trees and lights. Yeah, that's again, it's people prioritize, you know. Some people want to do what they feel. This is what we do. Arvine, December 17th to the 23rd, those are the days we're absolutely blocked out. We could never go to Disneyland.
Yeah,
I mean, there's like not even if we had a choice.
I actually can't even go during that time because I'm still in the office.
Right, no, it's
Yeah, Pam, I don't like the LED either, just like you.
I just don't like them. To me, Christmas needs to have that feeling, and it has to be very particular. And I love. Ben, you missed a gap.
Where?
Right there.
Here.
You missed one up.
It went down.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you really crammed it.
Spin back.
Yeah, it went inside.
Spin back.
The lights went too far inside.
Okay. Keep spinning. Good. All the way around. More.
I'm a very much a critique. I'm one that because I'm so fussy that I'm always saying you missed the spot or there's a gap or why is that happening or
But
a light. I can pick out a light bulb that's hidden and I can find a bulb that is burnt.
Christy's having trouble typing today.
Yeah,
you know, Donna, I agree. The LEDs just don't look right for some reason.
they're harsh.
It's a very, very cold feeling.
It's just I'm not used to them. To me that's not Christmas. And I mean these things don't take that much energy. Yeah, to me, just don't look right for me for the season. Donna, I love you so much. Yes, I absolutely agree. I have said that. I don't know how many times. I'm ad nauseum. They don't look Christmassy for me. I mean, you know that feeling that it just needs to have to look a certain way. It's just not Christmassy.
Okay.
And tree number 2. Mike Wheeler, to me, inside lights have to have that nice warm glow. And the outside could be more
The
LED. I've
know
seen.
what? We do. We have some LED lights outside that we hang on the fence outside our kitchen window. They look like icicles.
And the cold white is actually very appropriate.
Yeah, the cold white looks like snow. So I'm not against it to the general idea of.
That's
I like the
Perfect.
lights you are putting on, but multicolors.
Oh,
Yeah, this is
Amy, this is just the theme of this tree.
the H tree is themed, but the majority. This is the only one that has solid one colors. The rest of them all have multiple colors.
Yeah, and then we also have some that are all clear. Just all white light.
Doug is the Edna mode of Christmas lights. No LED lights, darling. Absolutely. I'm just
No capes.
no capes, no LEDs. So now, if you can,
So that's 2.
that's 2 trees.
right. Okay.
No, we have all the other trees are either all white lights because
Okay,
they twinkle,
Let me go
or
get another tree. I'll be right back. I gotta go get a tree. So
Yep.
I'll be right back.
which one we doing?
it'll be the Mickey tree or the Dalmatian tree. Do you need some help?
No, okay.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be now doing the stuff that goes into the Mickey Gallery or the spare room. And Ben's hamming it up.
Well, this is what we normally do when we're on camera.
But the trees are not plugged in.
Well, one is.
Well, where's another extension cord?
I'll go plug the other one in.
And put it off to the side. People need to see.
Well, we need this extension cord so we can light.
But I'll just show that both of these are here.
Yeah, Donna says on to number 3. Yes. So now these are the dining room lights that you see here. The 2 go on the side of our hutch. And then the other tree, the trees that we're going to be doing are in the spare room or the Mickey room.
Yep.
So these will stay here for a couple weeks. And we'll put these in place after we decorate them.
Well, no, we'll put them in place, then
Then
we'll
we decorate them.
But we'll have to
And-
stage all the ornaments first.
And then these, again, we're doing trees that go in areas that we don't have to look at,
It's the Mickey tree.
This is the Mickey tree.
which I want to change, but that's just me.
Okay, let me get up here.
let's go in the
Did
box.
container B4 come out?
Not yet. There's no B4 actually. We have B1 through
1, 2,
B3.
3.
Don is saying they're just so pretty. Great job so far.
Oh, thank you, Donna.
Arlene, Christmas. I bought my kids a Christmas one each year that represents that year of their accomplishments. Yeah, it's funny or something that's happened to them. I give it to them when they would turn. I give it to them when they turn 18. Oh, that's very nice, Arlene. My daughter has her own ornaments to put on her tree. Yeah. These are an appropriate size. I wouldn't mind replacing them, but they work. That's what they need.
Yeah, they sit in the corners of the Mickey room.
You label your tree boxes so you know which ones is which. If
Yes.
you look back to one of our live streams, but we'll do it again. Our garage has almost 60 some odd totes, and they're all labeled. And they're stacked 3 high, and they go giant perimeter of the garage.
And this box is marked Mickey Mouse. So that means this is the Mickey tree.
But the totes are the same way. We have a
It's also
tote
dated.
This one is dated
2011
Wait, it's on the other side.
Ah, got it. Yeah,
right there.
right here on the front. Oh, okay. Cool.
Arnie looks like the Statue of Liberty. No, everything is very, very, very labeled. It's kind of like Disney. We have schematics for everything. When I put up the village above the tree, I actually look at pictures, and it's almost like a Lego instructions book. You literally put this here, and then this here, so I don't have to think about it. So we're going to be
Yeah,
going
go ahead,
down.
Yeah, there we go. You'll notice we at least have some taste of fall on the tablecloth in front of you.
Yeah, fall officially.
We
begins
do.
tomorrow.
It usually takes me a whole day to put up a tree. So how else are you guys taking this? You guys put up the tree. Yeah, this is where, I mean, we still need to put the ornaments.
Yeah, it depends on which tree we're putting together. We can slam out, like 6 or 7 trees in a day, but of course those are smaller trees. These trees, we can do the Mickey room, which is 2 trees. We can do that in a day. No problem.
Donna, I bought a label maker just for my trees and lights and ornaments. I'm like Steve with the laminator. Yeah, we all have a little Steve in us. Two rookies, Ellery, I got yelled at for where I put ornaments on our tree. I just leave it to Jess now. I get hissed at too, Danny. I've decorated a tree, and
No,
all
no,
I did
there's-
is get hissed at.
There's a method.
There's a skill that's involved when you're decorating trees in our house, whichever size you have.
Layers. It's all
Yeah.
about layers.
So I get hissed at or critiqued, and I'm like, I just give up. So I'm just like, fine, you guys do it.
It's all about layers, I tell you. The way we do our trees, we layer our Christmas trees as we decorate. So we start on the inside of the tree, on the bigger trees, the ones that are more full.
With some of the bigger ornaments.
Disneyland, for instance, on my Disney tree, we have party hats from the 40th anniversary and the 45th anniversary, actual cones, little party hats for birthdays, comical hats.
Oh, someone's phone.
Sorry. That was a FaceTime.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, that was Megan.
I had to let her know that we're in the middle of the stream.
So anyway, so I have those party hats. They're like the conical party hats. Oh, Megan is now FaceTiming me, answering audio. Hey, Megan, how you doing?
You're live.
You're live. We're in the middle of a live stream for decorating trees. Oh, she's got a lightsaber that she's got for Jeremy, I guess. I don't know.
Lightsaber.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. I'll talk with you later, Megan. Okay, bye. That was my niece.
Was it one of
Santa's
the lightsabers
calling to
from,
talk about how good the trees look. Yes,
from
Zachary.
Galaxy's Edge?
Could be. I don't
Someone
know.
probably got him a Galaxy's Edge lightsaber.
Well, last weekend was our nephew's getting married in October, and last weekend was his big bachelor party, and his bachelor team took him to Legoland and Disneyland last weekend.
Okay, so they probably did.
And
Get
one of
him.
they gave him an option of getting a high-end Lego set at the Lego store, or building a lightsaber at Galaxy's Edge. And I think he opted for the lightsaber.
Awesome.
Walter Grams came in. Hi, Gam. Hi, Dougie.
Dougie, how you doing?
Pam's fam. That is our biggest argument in the ornament placement is when the hubby helps. He just leans them on and,
No.
yeah.
There's a method.
There's a method. So like I was saying, I have conical birthday hats from Disneyland for the 40th, 45th birthdays. I stick those on the inside of the tree so you can actually see color and what they look like. And then we work out from there. Inside ornaments first, and then you start hanging ornaments so that it is a lacy look.
Yeah. Placement of inside ornaments is extremely important, because if you want to cram as many ornaments as you possibly can, you have to utilize all the tips of a tree. And when you deal with a large full tree, there are a lot of tips on the inside branches that normally don't get lit or decorated by the average person.
We're not average.
No, we're
Don is like, ornament placement is important, just saying. I have for almost 2 decades, I've gotten his stat that, no, this goes here. So that's why I give up on trees.
By the way, Dougie posted a video. He finally got his Disney room decorated in his flat. So go check out his video. I still have to finish watching it, Dougie. I just started watching it, but I had to actually stop watching because we had to get ready for today. But I'm going to be watching Dougie's new Disney room. It's kind of like the Mickey room, but I'm sure it's even better. I'll have to see that.
That's cute. Mike Wheeler says, we used to have a Tasmanian devil tree topper that he was holding up the star and take a bite out of it.
That sounds
And then
cute.
yeah. Dougie, your collection is amazing. We'll look at that video again. There's so much to do, and that came, and it's like, okay. So this is now you're going to see, no one should be wasting their time. Oh, no, that's not true.
Dougie, that's not a waste of time. That is all kinds of entertainment.
So now we're doing, this has color twinkle lights. So Arvine has to go.
Okay, Arvine, thank you for joining. It was great to have you here.
The black tree gets white lights in the inside of the tree and multi-lights on the outside so the tree is bright. Yeah, so we have done that layers where we put lights inside of it, like hiding it, and then we put a different type of light on the outside so it gives the illusion of depth. So here is...
I don't think these twinkle. Do they? No, they don't. I didn't think so. These are not color twinkle. These are just regular color lights.
I didn't think that
We stopped doing color twinkle lights because they kept giving out on us. Those are the ones we were getting at Target all the time, the Phillips, and they were giving us too much grief.
I think there was a time.
Yeah, multicolored lights, definitely. I like multicolor.
These, they're getting old. There's a lot of burnt bulbs on there, or the purple is very...
No, the purple's darker. There are no burnt bulbs on this.
Nope.
Okay, so we go through the same process with this one, starting at the top, going down to the bottom.
Thank you guys for staying with us. I know this seems like we started just a smidge after 9, and I can't believe it's almost 11.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Jeez.
you guys are really troopers. I know everybody's coming and going,
Oh, that's fine.
That's all
but
that
that's what
matters.
we ask for. I mean,
It's like an open house.
but this is what it is. This is our community. We love enjoying and entertaining and sharing
beautiful.
our.
Yeah.
There's so much Christmas that I can't enjoy all by myself. That's why we have to do it this way. How often do you guys find string of lights only half working? We try to replace them it depends on the quality.
3 years. or
Every 3 years, it depends on how long they stayed up. But we bought lights, and they were brand new, and all of a sudden, halfway through the season, one string would literally go out, and we can't figure it out because they're supposed to be constant on, and we don't know why. But it's very irritating when that happens. Very rarely. I think it's happened out of 18 years, or this is our 10th or 11th year we've been doing it. I think 2 years we've had that happen where a string goes out on a
Yeah.
tree.
So 11th year.
So let's see, Two Real Geek says, how often do you find?
That's what I'm-
Okay. Then they say, it's awesome that way, especially since our tree is Halloween and Star Wars. Then Jim is asking, Pepper Tree Villa, do you purchase Christmas lights as needed, or do you get post-Christmas deals and wait for the following year to use them?
Little both.
Little of both. We
Yeah.
usually, it depends on.
The past couple of years, we've seen that stores are properly stocked to last for just the decorating season that they need. And by mid-December, they're already starting to replace lights with storage totes.
Zach wants us to do a 24-hour stream. We just decorate for 24 hours.
We can
Oh
do that.
gosh.
That could be done, but we'd be exhausted. Walto Graham says, I love Christmas trees so much. Dougie Weedy too. That's why we have 25 plus in the house.
But yeah, Jim, we're one of those that depends on the quality.
Oh, bye, Amanda. And bye, little darling. Thanks for being here.
It depends on how old they are and if they're getting sickly, then we'll replace them.
Yeah.
They start like fading or they're on a lot. The crystal tree, that's on so much. We actually invested into more high-end commercial lights that are meant to stay on for hours on end, because we were finding out just normal store-bought lights that you get like at Target, even that they're just a name brand like Philips or GE, we were burning them out too quickly. So we've been looking where a lot of these municipal cities would buy all their lights, because you see their lights on every day. That tree has commercial lights on it. Question: do you have lights on the outside of the way? No, the outside is just simple lights that go on the perimeter of the eve of the house, and we put some decorations in the window, but you wouldn't even know on the outside.
Okay, good.
Thank you, Donna, for helping out on this.
Oh gosh, yeah, we could not do this without our
I
moderators.
mean,
Thank you.
but yeah, people are like, well, why is your outside not doing it? And here's another one of my mantra about that. It's kind of like the philosophy I have with LED. If we're going to put all this money, effort, and energy in it, I want to enjoy it. And with outside, I can't enjoy it. I don't go outside. I can't sit outside and see all of this massive decorations, where that's where we spend all our energy and effort and time inside, because I ain't going to enjoy it throughout the day. And I can sit in each room, or I can have a cup of coffee and I can look at all the decorations. Outside, I'm actually doing it for other people. I'm not doing the pleasure for myself. So that's why we don't do outside, is because I can't enjoy it.
There are a lot of people who love doing that. We've got really good friends in Southern California that really do a good job of decorating their house on the outside, and they have their closed circuit music playing in rhythm with the timed lights on their house. But that's not the way we decorate. We've chosen a different direction.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
we make
Meg-
a Christmas. Low Fire says, "Wow, you put in Christmas trees before Halloween." Okay, a little too early for me.
Megan.
It does.
Yeah, Megan joined us. Thank you, Megan. Good to have you here.
Hi, Megan. So this is the tree. You can't see the beautiful colored lights. There's so much bright lights that Zachary says I may go live a little later after talking about the Disney Skyliner. Rattle trap fishing. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Ground Trap. Thanks for being here.
So I'm just going to turn off these lights just for a hot 5 minutes
Yeah.
so you can see it because there's so many. So you can see the wonderful glow. So, but you have that window. It's like it's really hard, but now you get to see it. I'm gonna do something, and I'm not gonna make you guys sick, but this is what Ben's doing.
Careful with the power plug.
Yeah. Okay. I know the.
You're like picking up the movie, the theater, like they did in Honey, I Shrunk the Audience.
I know there's the camera. So, look how Ben is putting.
Hi, everyone.
So how he's twisting. It's so mesmerizing. So yeah, that's what it looks like close up.
I focus more on exterior decorations, but we don't do the synchronized music thing. I try to keep the lights plentiful, but not over the top. Jim, well done.
Oh, Jim does that?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
Jim.
nice.
That's Mr. Sunshine.
Mhm.
Very nice.
Okay.
So Danny says, now that's the way I put lights on the tree, all lights off, except strings and with a mirror and a glass door. That way you can actually see what's going on.
Okay, do we have one more strand of lights?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
One more strand. These trees are so narrow, they only require 300 lights, but it's chock full of lights.
So we're gonna kind of do the warm glow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, they work.
I like to keep my lights plentiful, but not over the top.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yes. I completely agree, Jim.
Oh, you don't want to be like Clark W. Griswold the third or the second, where you just decorate every little square inch of your house with lights, and the nuclear power plant has to put on its auxiliary power.
You guys need to utilize a lazy Susan while lighting the trees.
No, when is the lazy Susan?
Jim is saying we need a lazy Susan for lighting the trees.
Arnie is my lazy Susan.
So yeah, this is the Mickey Mouse tree. Every ornament that goes into the gallery or the Mickey spare room, this has the only ornaments. And there's counted, Arnie? There's about
There
almost 200
almost
ornaments
200 ornaments on this tree.
are just Mickey Mouse.
Just Mickey Mouse. Some of them are homemade. My nephew actually did some wire sculptures. So I've got a Sorcerer Mickey and actually not mouse head. It's kind of cool. I like those ornaments. Cool. Okay.
Is this it?
No, we've got a few more lights.
Got the strand left, and then
Well, yeah, because he's shoving them inside. So, so question: you guys said that you have rotating Christmas trees. How do they rotate without the wire binding? You will see how that
That's a good
happens. That's
question.
a very, very good question.
Mike, so that you have an idea of what's going on, there is actually, it's just a base, but there's a constant electrical connection on the inside of the base, and there's a mechanism that rotates the tree on that base, and it keeps that contact with the electrical in place. It doesn't twist up the wires at all because you plug directly into that base that rotates.
Yeah, the tree and the lights are rotating inside the platform of the base. It's one of those things when you see it engineered, you're like, oh, I get it, because the pole, the electrical and the pole go into the same base, and then everything rotates. So yeah, you're right. Why? How does the lights not wrap around it? Or
Yeah, I'll send out a link on Twitter and Facebook of the rotating bases that we use so that you can get an idea of what it is. They're really cool. I've had a rotating base for years.
didn't I introduce you guys to rotating bases?
No,
You guys always had one.
no, we found them. The first one I found was at Kmart, and that was
But
back
that was when you and I were.
in 2002, 2003. That's when
Yeah.
I found it. Let's see. I should have known that that's the way my Taz tree topper used to be. They had two prongs that rotated on wire circuitry. That's it. That's how it works.
Mr. Sunshine said # lazy Arnie instead of Donna said Arnie equals one lazy Susan. Yeah, I could see that.
Jim.
Okay, I'm gonna need to get some go juice on this laptop.
Okay. Yeah, he needs to plug in, otherwise it's going to completely die on him. Let's see. That's it for this tree. Yep.
That's 3 trees.
3 trees lit and fluffed.
Where's the little
The twist tie?
no.
So we're gonna be doing the Dalmatian one, and then probably let everybody have lunch.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I got my electrical
So now-
juice. Yay!
We have to put these little screws in so the base stays solid against the tree trunk.
I have wired.
Okay.
Okay, so
There we
that's
go. That should be it. All right. Let me go ahead and
That's the 3rd tree done.
tie this back to the base.
Okay.
You won't see any of these things underneath. I tied this little plastic bag that holds the nuts and bolts and things that hold the base to the tree. You won't see this because, of course, we use a tree script. Goes over that. So, okay.
the irony of # lazy Arnie is that he's anything but lazy while decorating Christmas trees. That is so true.
That is very true. Okay, so that's tree number 3. Now, I gotta go get the Dalmatian tree. That one I do need help.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Doug, keep everyone entertained, please.
I'll entertain you guys. That's me. Classes, laptop.
We'll be right back.
I'm sitting off to the side with our
Blue Yeti.
the Blue Yeti, great microphone.
Look at all the boxes behind you.
The boxes. Well, there is a lot of boxes. And we do use gloves, Jim, for our trees, but they're more like leather batting gloves because these trees don't chew up our hands. But when we're putting on normal Christmas and decorating the bigger trees, they literally eat you up. And especially your forearms. So when we go to work, everybody's like, do you guys have cats? Because they're just ripped, our forearms are ripped to shreds. So yeah, behind us is some of the boxes of the tree, and those are the stretching portraits from the Haunted Mansion. That's the foyer with, right on my other side of my head is the Haunted Mansion sign. So we have a lot of Haunted Mansion. Those tapestries are about 3 feet tall. And they're all the stretching portraits of the Haunted Mansion. I'm assuming that you'll be doing the Christmas cooking streams. Yeah, I'll have Arnie probably in the back, or he'll be with me, but we're going to be doing that together. So I'm assuming, yeah, we like that. I'm the lazy one watching people do all the work. Right now, I'm just reading all the comments so they can crank this stuff out. From start to finish, how long does the entire Christmas tree PTV Christmas decorating process take? It's an ongoing discussion, but working on weekends, it can take up 8 weekends in a row. If you add all the hours, it can be nonstop a week and a half. If we did 12 hours days for a week and a half, we could decorate if we did 12-hour days.
Okay.
Thank you about the Haunted Mansion tapestries. I did buy some cookie cutters. There's some other ones I want. So now the laptop got moved, so you guys can't see my beautiful face.
Let's go and turn on the lights again.
Oh, I guess we have to have lights on.
There we go.
But that's how long it takes us. If I want to put some time on it, it's a very, 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 very long time. This is the Dalmatian tree.
Yes. See, this is an unlit white Christmas tree. Let me turn it around so you can actually see it. Okay.
We used to do sugar cookies with my grandma. We cut them out and then hand painted all of them with food coloring. And then she would make up tins and give them out to all her neighbors. Yeah, we do.
Oh, that's cool. We actually
do gift boxes and do some of that.
we did some salt dough actually last year. We'll pull this down. We did some salt dough ornaments last year. We baked salt dough, and then we painted those, and those hang on our peppermint gingerbread tree.
I'm getting hungry.
We'll
It's
do
a
this
lot
one.
of work.
We'll do this one, and then we'll go do something about lunch.
Yeah. Because we accomplished 4 we wanted, maybe the 5th one if we needed to be, but we didn't know. But
Yeah.
we got what we wanted to do. That Christmas tree is so old school, it's still in black and white. I would love to do.
Is that Jim?
No, it's Mike. I would love to take
Either Jim or
this tree and do 2 of them, find another one, and do if we had enough ornaments, and do like the Steamboat Willie ornament, and literally do a black and white days that they do at California Adventure, and do Oswald and black and white Mickey cartoons,
That's a cute idea.
and put 2 of these Frankenstein in that room.
Frankenstein.
But if we could find another one of these trees, I would get rid of the Mickey one and do a black and white Mickey and Oswald tree.
Okay.
I've thought about that, but we only have 1 of these white trees, or do we have 2?
One.
We have one.
So yeah, I want to do. We love the corn muffins. Yes.
Oh gosh, the corn muffins. Oh, so good. We need to make more. We're out.
Yeah, we finished them up for dinner the other night. Oh, give Ban a corn muffin. They didn't last.
I want a corn muffin.
So yeah, those you guys are answering or asking the biggest questions of them all that we get asked.
I'm so
So
glad you
much
Thank
are-
you.
Why are the outside not decorated as crazy as the inside? And are any of these trees LED? And those questions get at least a couple dozen times every year. Every year. It's why is outside this? And why are you not decorating the outside? Or are you doing LED? And it's like, I'm not, no.
Yeah.
Donna, I make about a dozen different type of cookies and candies and put them in gift tins and then hand them out to my neighbors and friends.
I love
Because you're an angel, I am not surprised because we do the same thing too. It's quite a process and I do it all myself. LOL. I can do that all myself, but it's like I'm glad Arnie and I love to do it together. So again, it's divide and conquer. So I'll do something and we'll make doughs and then we have to schedule, baking each things, or I'll be cutting out and rolling while we're decorating and or cutting out cookies. So when you do have a little bit of help, it does help a lot. And Ben's doing something I don't know.
Is he taking selfies or something?
No, responding to a text I got from a friend.
I love holiday candy and fudge and potato candy.
Oh,
If
please,
you know what that is,
please explain.
What is potato candy?
So who said potato
Mike
candy?
was. I love holiday candy and fudge and potato candy. I wish. Which really cool tree last year? I found a pink Christmas tree and put purple lights on the Christmas tree. I think that's different, but it's still
Pink, that reminds me of the middle when they had their artificial tree and the top half was pink.
Jade says, I'm back just at work. Okay.
Oh, hi, Jade. Thanks for joining again.
Cheer me up watching you guys. Now we're putting the Dalmatian tree, and we've talked about the Dalmatian. There's these toys that came from McDonald's in 1995.
Hey, Perlini, thanks for joining.
And they're literally 101 different little Dalmatian little puppies. And then we put white lights on it, and Cruella de Vil sits on top. I make potato candy, Mike. It's delicious.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I love potato candy, but I can't explain.
We'll have to do some research.
I love to listen to other people's traditions of what they make every single year. We started ours where we have to make these or the world will come to an end. If I can make or these, that's all I will make.
That, by the way, that is going to be a stream coming up on PTV Live. We're going to talk about holiday traditions, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, the different traditions that people have throughout the year or throughout that holiday season. I want to make sure that we can share those things with each other.
Mike Wheeler, potato candy is almost like a Mounds bar with chocolate on the bottom, then a layer of coconut, and then some sweetness, and then a layer of chocolate on top. Isn't the coconut supposed to be like the looking of riced potato?
I don't know, but you lost me on coconut, Mike. So.
Yeah,
Ben is not a fan of coconut.
Remember, he's fussy. He doesn't eat anything.
I, on the other hand, love things like pina coladas. I love macaroons.
Interesting that you would say.
I remember that episode of The Middle. That was hilarious. Which episode, Donna?
It's probably their Christmas episode, maybe season 7 or so.
Is it about when Sue wants to decorate all these cookies for the
pageant?
For the pageant, but it's also for Mr. The
Reverend Tim Tom.
Reverend Tim Tom puts Sue on decorating. She makes like 3,000 cookies, and it's just a mess. And they constantly burn the quilt that's in the oven.
I love that show.
The middle one where they go to Walt Disney World thinking, and they get there and they said, these tickets are for Disneyland.
In California?
In California, not Walt Disney World.
Yeah, I love that show.
Donna, I also make church window fudge. It's multicolored miniature marshmallows, and that sounds amazing. I think I've seen a picture of that.
We actually have thought about doing some stained glass cookies this year, so that might be coming up. If I can do that for one of the 12 days of cookies, we'll try and figure that out. But I love the stained glass cookies. It's a fantastic look, very pretty.
the amount of cool stuff, again, just setting time and
Okay,
we make time. We really do make a lot of time.
tree
as
number
students.
4 is fluffed. So we've got it. And of course, when you've got a white tree, you want to make sure you've got white lights with white cord.
And these don't twinkle, unfortunately. I'm a big twinkler.
This one would be nice if it did twinkle.
I don't know.
But it's very difficult to find white corded lights that twinkle. So we're going to try and do that maybe sometime, but this year is not it. So we'll look through the season this year and maybe find something. Okay, these work. Great.
Okay, the chat got quiet. Start chatting.
Okay, well,
I think everyone's just kind of like in a trance by the white tree.
I was never good at lights. No, these guys are light savants. Lights are very important. I mean, trees now are all pre-lit. They all just kind of like you push a button and poof, they, turn on. Mike Wheeler, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Doug. Oh, that's very cute. I know when I get abused.
That's funny.
I love sparkly things, but I hate glitter. I absolutely despise glitter. And there's so many ornaments and Christmas decorations that have so much glitter. It gets everywhere. It has its own energy force. And I hate when it's in the kitchen. I don't want it in bed. I'll be eating dinner or we'll be doing something and we'll be unboxing something and we'll be watching. I'll be looking at Arnie and his face because, you rub yourself after you touch it, not thinking that the glitter comes off it. And around his eyes and all of his face has little sparkles on it.
Mike used to make stained glass candles. Oh, that's cool.
No, candies.
Oh, candies. I'm sorry.
But yeah, glitter, there's just too much glitter out there.
So this tree is going to have 300 lights on it.
Yep. Well, Doug, you did say you're a twinkler. Yes, I did. I opened myself into that. Blue lights would look nice on a white tree, I think. Yes,
Yes.
it would.
Actually, we've had blue lights before, but we didn't use them on this tree. We put them on just a tree we used to have standing in the corner. But now that tree actually gets put in storage during the season because it takes up room for a Christmas tree.
Which one is that?
That's our inside fake ficus
Oh.
Benjamina tree.
What year we did decorate a tree that was like a ficus tree that was artificial, and we thought, we'll just put it here and we'll throw some lights on it. Well, we ended up putting a full-on.
I like that. I like those blue lights.
But then we realized we'll just get trees that match and put real trees there.
Lothar says, that's how I get my enemies back, using glitter. Especially if you put it in a car vent and then turn it on, the heater or the air conditioner, they're full of glitter.
Oh my gosh, what a great idea.
Lothar,
That's a
oh
glitter
my
bomb.
goodness, that's a glitter bomb, all right.
Mike Wheeler, so question, what color lights are you doing for this tree? It's a white Christmas tree that has white lights and the cord is all white. So it's incandescent white lights and the cord is white instead of green. So it blends in. It's very, very pretty. And again, I still will not do LED lights to make it bright. It would make it too blue.
They would look blue, actually.
To me, white lights are, think of the white lights on Main Street. It has that warm, the lights that are on the train station on Main Street, either in the Magic Kingdom or Disneyland. It just has that feeling of the lights on it. I love that feeling. And I hope they never change out to LED. Because you would lose the effect.
I agree.
There's something about the incandescent glow of light.
Wow.
Christmas is all about traditions and memories, good and bad. Christmas is not always about warm and fuzzy.
Pearl Nini, I am with you. I don't care
I just don't
for the
care.
new LED lights.
I just don't.
I don't like them.
I don't like the color. I don't like the look, and they pulsate. There's a quick little flicker, and that's how the technology of LED. They have this quick pulsating it.
See, Pearl Nini likes the yellow hue of the lights. Donna's saying the clear lights are beautiful on the white tree, very soft, warm, and classic. You can. John says you can get warm LED lights. That is true, John, but they still flicker. They still flicker, and it's very bothersome to Doug's sense of well-being.
Yeah, it's already fragile as it is. So now I'm turning off the lights. I mean, you guys obviously got the hint.
Well, you want to be able to see the glow of the lights.
The glow of life. I mean, it does brighten up the tree. Right now, it's a little yellowish, is because again, the cameras on these computers are only as good as it is.
But it does give off almost a yellowish cast. But the tree really starts to glow.
Yeah, the tree looks more white, but it just looks warm and cozy. The flicker can be dealt with. Yes, I actually.
John, if you can do that, if you can figure that out, please come on over. John, by the way, is a local friend of mine. He and I used to play hockey together. John, if you can do that, come on over. Show me how it's done. That would be fantastic.
I've heard with that you have to have, because it's our electrical is AC, so it's a constant pulsing anyway. It flickers with the technology of the LED. You have to have what's called a direct current. So you have to actually convert AC to DC in a way to have the LEDs not to flicker. I read somewhere, I just didn't get and understand it, but there is a way where you can eliminate the flickering, the pulsing.
Mike is saying, I think it would look cool with a red band going down the center, like 4 lines wide, to represent her jacket and her shirt. Talking about Cruella. I think that's a good idea.
Thank you, Donna.
Yeah,
the forest is
Donna
coming
says
along.
it's coming along, and then
If you put red stripes down this thing, it would look like a Tylenol.
Pearl Nini says it does look warm and cozy. This is actually one of those nice trees that's nice to have on at night without any other lights in the room. It just really works well.
All of our house, even though we have LED lights in our lamps, they're really good LED bulbs that don't flicker,
Okay.
obviously.
Mike, look at Keystone just said, pretty sure that they could do this blindfolded.
Oh, no, they
And
can do
Mike-
it blindfolded with their toes.
Mike, this one, actually, I could probably put lights on a tree with a blindfold. I probably could do that. But it would be a good challenge to see.
The capacitor will greatly reduce it, either that
Or
or increase the frequency, but that would require a little bit more stuff. See, that's what I heard. There is a way to.
See, John, that's why you're an electrical engineer. You know
Yeah,
this kind
you're
of stuff.
electrical.
Thank you.
A hot cup of cocoa, cuddled in the blanket with a good book, and all the Christmas lights glowing. Pam, you are after my heart.
Okay, cuddle in a fuzzy blanket. I have been dreaming about my fuzzy blankets, but it's still too hot for a blanket right now.
It's 90 degrees outside today.
So yeah, Doug's getting the computer a little closer so you can actually see the glow of the lights on the tree. And now just imagine 101 Dalmatians on this tree, 101 black spots, and Cruella on top. And then it says, let's see, your good LED lights around your house switch at a higher capacity. The LED strings work simply using 6 hertz AC frequency and rely on the fact that they are diodes. Yeah,
Is that John?
yeah.
Yeah.
John,
You're geeking
that-
out.
That is Greek to me.
It's still there. You could fix the flickering. I still just don't really like the color, but there is to be honest, they're getting better.
Yeah.
But it's just I'll stick to good old incandescent.
Mike says, got me putting a tree together blindfolded. He says, I'd call that the Mike challenge.
Oh God, you guys are horrible.
Oh, he meant 60 hertz.
Yeah, okay,
Hold on,
yes.
hold on, hold on.
60 hertz sounds more like it, John.
Okay.
So yeah, John, you're
60.
gonna have to come over for a visit once the forest is either put together or as we're putting it together. Come on over for a visit.
Is the next string ready to go?
Can be.
Okay, last strand of lights for this tree, and then that'll be 4 lights, or 4 trees, not 4 lights, 4 trees lit.
1800 lights.
Yes, 1800 lights.
I got it. Get off my chair.
Okay,
Down
that
on the
works.
floor.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's been a long while, John, since we've hung.
It has been a long while. We're gonna have to vacuum.
That's your job. You make a mess, you clean it up.
Yeah, some of the needles of the tree.
We are very clean, so we don't start another project until we clean up and finish the one we have. Because if you just keep on going and you don't kind of clean up after yourself, it can get to be out of control mess, and then it just takes longer. So we stop, we assess what we did. I call it GVP, Great Visible Progress. And we vacuum, clean up the mess, put boxes away, because you can just be like a Tasmanian devil and just terrorize the house, and there's boxes and you can't walk. It could be out of control. We have so much it can get.
Ham's fan's asking a question. So, do you have aches and pains for days after putting all this up?
No.
It depends. Last year, I wound up with a really bad back, but that's because I was sitting on concrete for a little more often. I've got a little step stool now to remedy that for this year. But last year, my back was killing me. I had to skip work a couple of days because of it.
Yeah, we just learned that after you do get older, your body does not like to be contorted and sitting. So that's why we use, little stools, knee pads that contractors use.
Yeah, I used to unbox all my ornaments sitting on the floor. That's no longer how I do it. I pull out a folding table and chair, and I sit there and I organize everything. I prop the totes up so I don't have to bend over to grab them. So I try to be as ergonomically friendly to my body when I'm doing it now.
Yeah, we don't need to, kill our bodies. So we get a folding chair, we get tables out. We get stools, we have knee pads, we wear gloves.
Somebody get out the giant tree roller. and then Mike also said the trees are shedding like a cat or dog.
They can. When they get there was one tree, it was actually a white tree. And we ended up getting it at Walmart, and we only had it for a few years, and that tree was so cheap.
And actually,
it just disintegrated.
Yellow.
Yeah,
it turned yellow,
and it looked like it had alopecia.
It literally was disintegrating. So you touch it,
There were spots of the tree that ended up bald after I took it down that last year.
Yeah, so we just threw it away. It was done so cheap. The little needles were not tied together that well, and
we're getting close to the end of this one.
It was just cheap. I believe with trees you get what you pay for.
Yeah, I totally agree.
If there's a reason why it was $15.99.
I would love Balsam Hill to do one of these trees like this. Oh wow! I am getting a little hungry myself.
Oh, I'm beyond hungry. I'm ready for a sandwich. Let's get this over here.
But this is a great. I would like to get another one of these trees and do a black and white Oswald Mickey tree. It'll still be in the Mickey room, but it will match the furniture. So the ornaments will go somewhere else.
Yeah, that would be nice. That'd be kind of cool.
So we got to find 2 more white trees that are skinny like this. Because I think we have enough black and white ornaments, guys.
Well, yeah.
You know what? We'd make it work.
It doesn't have to be over crayon
No, it
because these
doesn't.
trees don't really need to have that cramp, but they will look really hyper thin.
And talking about that tree last year, the white tree that we got rid of, Mike says, I bet it looked just like the Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Oh yeah, you touch it and it's the what is that?
All the needles fall off.
But what music do they use to try it? Oh, we love this sound. Ben has it as a ringtone.
Yeah.
Listen to this, you guys.
He has to get it out. And
He has to get it out and assess the situation.
But yeah.
How many trees do you do? Perlini, we did 25 trees last year. This year we're gonna be 26 or 27.
Okay, here's the sound.
You gotta put it up here. Okay, AJC, Amy, I think
Oh,
that's your
Amy,
thing.
thank you for
Yeah,
thank you so
it's
much.
getting 11.
There you go.
Okay, here we go. Wait, 1 second. That's
Oh,
better.
That's a really great sound.
Amy, thank you so much for being here. We'll see you later. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
I think you have to.
And usually there ends up being about 10, 15 lines that we have to just like weave through the bottom of the tree when it gets down to the bottom.
Because these are not exactly 100.
No, they are 100. It's just that this is a shorter tree than the other one, so there's usually just a few lights left.
Well, we need to find 2 white skinny trees. I really like the black and white one. I like to keep
Yeah,
2 white
it
trees.
is a lot of trees.
It's a lot.
It is a lot of trees, but
But it
we
brings
have
us joy and happiness, you know?
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
What's with life without whimsy?
by definition, our trees, if it's we call it a Christmas tree in the forest, if it has lights and decorations. You can have just trees sitting out there, but it's not part of the forest.
It has to have lights, decorations, as far as everything has a tree topper, and some go as
Not
far.
everything has a tree topper.
Almost all of them do.
Yeah.
The 3 that don't have tree toppers
Oh, thank
are
you. Perlini says we do the lights so beautifully.
they do.
Thank you. Appreciate that. We've had a lot of practice.
So
35 years of practice.
Yeah.
that's 55 years.
No.
Yeah, we love trees
We were doing
too.
things when we were babies.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, so let me move the tripod.
Okay,
Keep the tree in
so
place.
there's 4 trees in
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
Wow, that's not bad.
Where, is there a lock for this one? Yeah. Let's see.
Where did we go? We're not on camera right now.
I know.
Oh, we turned it so because you're
So-
gonna be here. We're here.
We're here, so those are where the trees are gonna stay. So,
Hi, I'm behind the tree.
um,
I'll get one over here.
so next time in Florida, you can come and do my Christmas trees, and I will leave it up forever, so I won't have to take it down. Thank you, Mike. Again, I wish Florida wasn't so far away. I know it's an airplane ride, but still, the country is really huge.
It really is.
You don't think about it, but
All right, let's move this one into place.
we'll plug them out and we'll just keep them tucked in there. Keep them as close together and against the wall.
Okay.
That's 4 trees.
4 trees.
Is
down.
that tucked in? Because he just lifted up. Does the tree move?
It was the topper.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So
There we go.
That is pretty much what we have.
That's 4 trees. Let's
That's light
Let's get a spot so that-
fluffing
let's
from
put on the light. Put on the light so that people can actually see us. Otherwise, you can't really see. There you go. There. Now there's some light. Okay, good.
Thank you.
Now,
Our,
everyone.
being a designer and also have some interior design skills, our house is definitely designed,
Okay.
color coordinated by me.
So we have 4 trees done. That's the start. We'll probably be doing a fifth tree later today, but we probably won't stream that. But we will be back with the Daily Dose of Disney a little later. Going to try and do that as close to 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern, as I like to try and keep that as regularly scheduled as possible. The YouTube algorithms really like regular streams like that, so that they can tell people and recommend videos. So if you
Like opening Christmas presents. Yep.
if you don't have any other questions, we'll probably go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Do we want to talk about Mike?
Oh,
Okay.
thank you so much. Thank you, Mike.
We want to share a little thing. These are what our people.
That reminds me of that Geico commercial. Hey, Mike.
I don't remember that one.
That's the camel that comes through and is talking about Hump Day.
Hump Day!
Yeah. Hello, Mike.
Okay.
Mike.
We love all our cherished gifts. Donna's up there. She's the most amazing one. And Donna, thank you for the sympathy card that's helped me dealing with this hard time in life. So I have that on the mantle and I stare at it. So thank you, Donna. But also Mike has shared something for us, and we don't expect these gifts. They're not,
Mike,
we don't need them.
Yeah, we're not going out of our way to stream or do YouTube videos or whatever to receive gifts. We do it because it's what we enjoy doing. But the fact that you, as our villagers, enjoy what we do, that is what is the most important. And
this
we
is-
really appreciate your being with us.
Sign of gratitude and being nice in the world. There's not enough nice, and sometimes those little treats show appreciation and affection that is so needed in the world today. And we appreciate sharing this all with you. So Donna's up there, but Mike Wheeler shared something with us that he wanted to give, and it means an amazing amount. And I'll probably burst into tears or I'll run out of the room. Is that he went to Epcot and the Food and Wine Festival was this year, and he gave us a giant sippy cup.
So we have a sippy cup here.
And I love Ratatouille.
Taste your way around the world, and there's Remy with a salt shaker.
An Epcot is amazing. You guys are amazing. Then he did the
We know you're genuine piece. Pearl Nini, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And
Then-
Jay, thank you. I'm glad that. Oh, love you guys. Thank you.
oh, thank you, Donna. I'm wearing glasses and I'll probably believe because I'll start crying. Then Mike went and did the Squeak Around the World.
He did
Hide and Squeak.
Remy's Ratatouille Hide and Squeak. So he got stickers from every possible spot where he had to find Remy around Epcot. He was saying it was hard, he couldn't see it, but he really wished that Remy would have squeaked so he could tell where he was. And I think that's an awesome idea.
Thank you.
And it looks like a
thank you.
takeout menu. It's the design that Disney did. So thank you, everybody.
Yeah, we all love Ratatouille here.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
an amazing movie.
It's my favorite Pixar.
And Mike had these discs made, and they're Christmas ornaments. And
These are some more Christmas ornaments for the YouTube tree that are coming up. And it's Mike says, I may be blind, but I can still hear you.
go figure.
Oh, probably, yeah. I love it too. Of course, I'm Italian.
And then Mike had another ornament done, and it's his glasses that he can wear. They're like dark glasses.
and the folding cane.
the folding pointy king.
That's so cool. He
And they're
also,
double. He had these made.
these are
and
ornaments he
They're
gave.
cherished for life. These are up there with.
He
our-
also gave us buttons with
Buttons.
the same thing on them. So, Mike, it's
Thank
amazing.
you.
Mike,
Thank
you're
you.
awesome.
Thank
It's
you.
so wonderful.
These are again. I'm
Yeah, and
getting a little weepy.
we opened this box on specific instructions of how to do it. Mike told us how he wanted it done. He packed the box in a very specific way, and then he gave us instructions, and we were on the phone together today, and he explained us how to do it.
Yeah.
So it really is appreciative. So you want to talk and do live things? I wanted to do this with Mike, so he knew we were doing
Hey,
it.
Juan, I want my
Oh,
PTV.
Juan.
You know, it's funny that you would say that because
So-
we were watching Two Real Geeks last night at around 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, their time, 10 o'clock over here. We had finally settled down and done everything we did in the evening, and we finally had a little bit of a chance to sit down. And we were watching Danny and Jess do their stream, and Jess, out of the corner of her eye, just out of the blue, she says, "I want my PTV," which was hilarious considering that we had done what we had done at the end of August with all of you YouTubers at Disneyland. And we're going to continue putting those together. And we'll probably try and come up with some sort of commercial or promotion where all of our fans are saying, "I want my PTV." If you want to do a short video and say, "I want my PTV," and send it to us, we'd love to include it.
And you're like in front of Spaceship Earth or in front of a castle
or holding some kind of Disney paraphernalia or something like that.
That'd be cute.
Or even holding a sandwich.
Yeah.
But
Just say, "I want my PTV." Send the video to us at peppertreevilla@gmail.com.
so all these are very cherished. They would be cherished for the rest of my life. I want this to be long term. So this means absolutely so much.
Yeah.
From everything that you've did, it's never nothing's taken for granted here. We even take paper is really important to us. So and I'm glad we got to see Mike and do this live with him. So if you want to do things live with us privately, we're more than happy to. And at the junk store.
Yeah,
Mike and I have our junk store
Lothar,
thing.
I want my PTV. Awesome.
So
and let's see,
You
Promi
guys
says,
are
"How
very-
often do you go to Disneyland?" We went to Disneyland last month. We're going again this weekend, and then hopefully we'll be going back in January,
the spring.
January, February. Maybe we'll go back.
I thought we were
if we
planning to do
We're going to be
We're
doing.
going to try to do the Food and Wine Festival and the Berry Festival at Knott's Berry Farm, because Knott's Berry
Very
Farm
nice.
is celebrating their 100th anniversary as the farm. So we want to plan a nice long time for the 100th anniversary of Knott's Berry Farm, the Berry Festival, and because the Berry Festival is usually at the same time at the Food and Wine at California Adventure. So that's our next big one. But if we can do little ones and do little quick trips and whenever we have the time and money, again, that's what the world is all about. Seems like I hate being like that and saying it, but it's reality. So
Any interest in going in late October, as Tony and I may be down there? John, we'll talk offline.
it's going to be so
it's
tough.
going to be tough for us to do it at that point because we are actually going to be part of a family wedding in October.
Mhm.
So that's going to be kind of hard for us, but we'll talk. I guess that is about it for us. Let's
Rolini
see.
hasn't been to Knott's
Oh,
since
yeah.
2006.
Oh,
2000. Oh,
changed a little bit.
it has
since then.
changed a little
little
since then. But we're going to be going to Knott's again as soon as we can.
At some point.
Yeah, because I want to go check out the Berry Festival definitely in the spring.
Because every year it gets a little bit more. And
Yep, we got the buttons that match the ornaments.
we
Yes,
did.
Mike.
So yeah, we got the buttons that match. So those will never be put away. I have a way of, we have stuff that are decorations, if you want to say, that get displayed year round. These ornaments will never be put away. I will have them out. We'll keep them on little stands or something because we have ornaments I don't want to ever be put away.
Yep.
So these mean a lot to us, and I want to be reminded from it. So
Yeah.
All right, everyone.
So we're gonna get some food. Thank you for enjoying us for the past
Thank you
2
for
hours and 40 minutes.
thank you for being with us,
Michael, thank you again. Donna, you're an angel as always. Pam,
Pam,
everybody who said
Pearl,
Jim.
Nini, Juan,
We love
Lothar,
Juan. We
Thank
love
you
Jim.
so much.
Jim. Thank you for being there. Everyone,
Everybody,
thank you so
thank
much for
you.
participating. We can't do the stream without you. Obviously, it's so much fun to have the chat. So
And we love
constantly
sharing
talk.
this.
Keystone, thank you for being here. It was so much fun, and we'll
There's
let
so
you.
much we can't enjoy ourselves. That's
And-
why we need to share it with all of
And
you.
we'll let you know the next time we're doing Christmas stuff like this. Of course, we'll be back a little bit later with the Daily Dose of Disney, and tomorrow we have Daily Dose as well as PTV Live.
Yep.
And that'll be at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific.
We'll be doing that.
That's PTV Live tomorrow night.
Thank you, Donna. Yeah, you guys. Are
Everyone,
all
thank
amazing.
you. Thanks for kicking off the holiday season.
Yes. Jim, we know we can deal with. We need your comic relief. There's not enough Jim in the world.
There is not.
There's not enough Jim in the world.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for
Okay.
joining
We
us.
definitely need more Jim in the world.
Right.
Yeah.
And Donna.
Not just
and
more sunshine,
Mike
please.
and-
More Jim, please.
More Jim.
Definitely.
Okay. Love you guys all. Thank
Everyone, have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
you. Enjoy your rest of your weekend.
Bye.
Bye.